Okay, everyone, welcome to the show, episode 2 of the D20 Babes live from Vancouver, Canada. We are going to go around the table again. We're going to introduce everyone simply because I fucked up last time and didn't press record. It is recording. I just checked. We're good. So we're going to go around the table from left to right. We did a little bit of jostling of position because apparently there was some ladies with louder voices and some with quieter. You guys can fill that in yourself. So let's start with Shannon. Let's talk a little bit about your character, and if there's anything else you want to talk about, other things that you're doing on your channel, whatever, go ahead. This is your opportunity. I'm going to sit back and drink my goddamn coffee.
Hi, I am Shannon, and I am the curator of the D20 Babes. I can be seen streaming on Twitch. I'm new to it, so bear with me. I'm just trying to play old school CRPGs. I'm struggling through them with your help. And I am playing Petunia, who is a barbarian gnome. She's an outlander, and you'll get her character very quickly watching. She has some secrets, just like all of us. And I know my partner here in our traveling troupe through an organization called the Kindred Spirits. It's sort of like a help group that I joined because I'm a rageaholic. I need some help, and I find that it calms me. So we are on a quest because we want to become Mavens in this Kindred Spirit group.
Following.
And I'm going to let you describe your character.
Awesome. Hi, my name's Nee, and I will be playing Shriella. I am a druid wood elf. A little bit about me. I'm one of your hosts from Dog's Breakfast.
Yeah, represent.
Yeah. You can find us on YouTube, / Dog's Breakfast TV. More about Shriella. I come from Evermeet. Petunia and I are part of the Kindred Spirits following. And this is my wife, Van Tyler.
True love.
True love. Newlyweds, so back off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm Julia Janus, and I have a YouTube channel. It's called Hello Dudettes. If you guys want to see some crafts and cool stuff, tutorials, and a bunch of crazy fun stuff, just go into Hello Dudettes, like dude, but Dudettes. And I'm Van Tyler. I'm a tiefling bard, so I play music and do cool stuff with that music. And as Shriella said, we are newlyweds. And I also have a friend from my past. We might have some secrets, we might not. And yeah, that's me, Van.
Hi, my name is Jenny. I am a cosplayer under the name Hacksaw Jenny on pretty much every social network. I am playing the Wood Elf Ranger named Leah, and on the other side of the table, Petunia. She has been my friend and roommate for a really long time. We both share a love of the forest, and we've just really hit it off.
Okay, so that's the team. So one of the things that I mentioned in the last, before we get down to the story here, is that we did kind of, if you've ever heard of the game Fiasco, we did a Fiasco introduction where each of the characters has some kind of connection from the past, which we did before we made the characters, actually. So they're all connected in some way before they even made their class or their race or anything like that. So that stuff is going to come up throughout the course of the story. But yeah, let's get right down to it. So we left off last time. You guys had been traveling, following this weird bird through these fog-infested forest of the Grey Woods. And you followed it for quite some time, and in the fog you could see that there was that dog from the village was still kind of following you around, but always at a distance. And you believed, Shriella, that perhaps the bird was protecting you. And once you came out of the clearing, you saw this massive flowing river, and around the bend, far in the distance, you saw this kind of cat-like temple. Now, we don't have it on the screen this time, but I will just kind of show everyone who is watching what we were talking about. So this is kind of what they were looking at. It's a little cat temple. And So you guys, that's where you stop. It's on this plateau, which I will show you guys, since this is a sheet for you. It's a plateau, and just look at the top part there. So you can see that there's trees on this huge rocky outcropping that goes up roughly, probably about 50 feet up, and it's a sheer rock face, and that temple is carved into the side of it, and that bird is perched on the cat nose that is carved into the side of it. You're still pretty far away, so you don't see a lot of details, but it's this kind of strange little outcropping in the middle of these plains outside of the Great Forest. What do you do?
Should we observe?
Yeah, we should probably do that just because there's the fog and everything still kind of...
Yeah, it kind of clears out when you come out of the forest, and it stays within the edge of the trees almost, but it does stay really low along the ground, maybe about to knee height, but it doesn't like completely engulf you as it did before. So it's a little bit more clear, and you can see quite clearly, but yeah, the high grasses are covered in this creeping fog.
Okay. Can we perceive it, like, is there any sort of path that is laid out where it's not foggy?
You can make a survival check.
13?
So you take a quick look around, and yeah, there is a very narrow trail that cuts through the grass. It looks like it's a footpath at most. And it kind of weaves in through the grass further into the distance, and it disappears in the fog, but you can definitely make out a little path that you can follow along the side of the river.
Okay. So if you guys want to head out to that cat-shaped cliff up there, I can see that there's kind of a bit of a path that we can follow right along the river so that we don't go into this weird fog that's got the creepy dog in it.
Yeah. No dogs.
Yeah, we should definitely stay away from the fog. Okay.
Let's do that.
Sure, sounds good.
So you're going to lead?
I will lead again.
All right. So you guys follow onto this path. You step out of the woods and then leave it behind you, going out to this open plain. And the wind kind of gets a little bit cold. You are moving further north now. You were at a coastal area before, and it's starting to get a little bit colder, and you can feel it as it cuts across the plain. It cuts through your clothes, and you have to tighten up your clothes a little bit to cut out the air. And you get along the path along this river, and it's this roaring, rushing river, and you follow it for a good hour as you get closer to this temple. It's way in the distance because most of your elves, you could see it fairly well in the distance. After about an hour, you get close enough that you're starting to make out details now that there is a waterfall that pours over the top of the edge of this little cliff face. You guys can make a perception check. All of you.
20.
20.
20.
15.
Okay.
23.
Okay.
Damn.
So everyone but Triella sees as you get closer, you're still a distance away. You probably be another 10-minute walk yet, so it's still a little ways away, and it winds around. The river kind of comes around a sharp bend, and there's a bit of a cliff face that drops into the river, and you can see it further in the distance. But as you get closer, you can see that there are figures walking around the entrance of that cave where the waterfall pours down. And with a 23, Van notices that they are quite tall. They're probably about 6.5 feet tall. They look animalistic. You don't have a lot of details at this point. You're gonna have to get a little bit closer, but they are definitely, we're using weapons. They have armor on them, but right now it's a little bit obscured by the mist that's falling down from the waterfall. We'll have to get closer to discern more details.
This looks bad to me because, like, if the animals are controlled right now and they have like this like really big intelligence, and now like seeing this animal like doesn't look good to me. That's all I think.
I agree. I think we should proceed cautiously. I would like to get a little bit closer though and see if we can get a better look at these guys.
Okay, so are you guys going to kind of move low and try to keep yourselves concealed, or are you going to approach... How are you going about doing it?
Stealthily.
Okay. So why doesn't everyone make a stealth check?
I don't have very good stealth.
17.
20.
Ooh.
13.
What did you get?
17.
Okay. All right.
Guys, I blew it.
Wow.
So how close do you want to get? Within how close you're safe within probably about 200 feet before you'd have to make another check.
Can we climb up the back or the side of the hill and look down on them?
You'd have to go quite a wide ways around because it's a clear field of vision from where they're standing. So you're keeping low, and in that low fog, you're able to move fairly well.
Okay.
But you're going to have to go a long ways around. You could do it, but it's probably going to take you about a half hour to walk, and then who knows how long to climb it. It's 50 feet. It would take a little while. So it'd add about an hour to just to get a look at these guys. Do you want to do that?
Nah, let's just look.
All right, so now that you're closer, everyone can make another perception check.
16.
19.
14.
15.
And you got 16?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got closer and now we see less.
Doesn't make sense.
So you see the best way you could describe it would be a very tall, hunched over looking, as if a hyena had become a person. And they are carrying spears, and they have tattered leather armor that's like woven together with leather straps, and it looks like it's piecemeal, like it's been taken off other people that they've killed, different sizes that's been like they've cut it apart and just sewn it together very haphazardly. And they're kind of just walking around, looking out in the grasses, very much protecting the entrance to this cave.
Hyena man. Never seen that before. They must be cold.
You can make a nature check.
Okay. 19 and then my nature, so 20.
Even though you said you hadn't seen them before, you probably have. Even if you haven't seen them, you would actually.
I just don't remember.
You would actually be fairly. You would know quite a bit about them actually, because you are from the north and you traveled with barbarian tribes for quite some time. These are called gnolls, and gnolls are they are like a hyena people. They're pretty vicious. They're really tough and fast, and they usually are pretty uncontrollable. They sometimes or maybe not your tribe, but you have heard of other tribes teaming up with them for raids and stuff like that. They are intelligent, but a little bit less than most people. But they usually travel in packs, and so these three are just standing there. You can't really discern which one might be a leader, but that's what you know about these.
Oh
these
wait,
dudes.
I do know about them.
Correct.
And then I say all those things.
Okay.
Whatever he said.
Whatever he said, yeah. Okay. So they're fast. I'm not very fast.
Okay, so Shriela, are you sure that bird seemed like it was on the up and up? Like we're not being led to the slaughter here?
Well, he protected us. He brought us away from the fog.
Okay. Then something's definitely going on here that we need to figure out. These guys might be bad guys, though, just given the way that we've run into all these other animal-like creatures. So, what do you guys think? Should we try to make the first attack, or wait until we get closer and see if they're...
I want to see what they're after. Why are they congregated here?
I want each of you to make a perception roll as you're having a conversation.
Okay.
Oh, net 20!
Endless. 11.
19.
Net 20.
Natural
25.
20?
Yeah.
25? All right. Okay, so as you're having this conversation, you at the last second hear a noise coming from the grass remember how I said you have to go all the way around, follow the path around to the other side of the cliff face? You hear it coming from that direction. No one else does. They're all having a conversation. You turn to your left, and the last second you just see someone moving really low through the grass at a pretty good speed, but crouched down. And you just see eyes and hair pulled straight back, and whoever it is has this band of black over their eyes. It's a young woman, and she's within 30 feet of you, and when you spot her, she goes completely still and stops moving, acting as though I haven't been seen yet.
Okay. I'm gonna, she's been 30 feet, take my short sword and just pull it just in case, and turn around, try to make eye contact.
You want to make an attack roll?
Nope, I just want to make eye contact.
Make
see
eye
what they
contact?
do.
Okay.
No one's getting aggressive.
So you make eye contact, and at that point you just kind of hold her gaze, and she realizes that she's been seen. So she stands up a little bit. She's still crouched down, and she just holds up her finger to her mouth and then motions you
Okay.
And she turns and starts walking up the path, and like she's motioning you to keep low.
So I'm gonna turn around and get Shreya's attention first.
Okay.
Just let her know that there's someone who seems to also be leading us in the right direction,
Okay.
and then get everyone to follow along, stay low.
All right, so how do you guys react to this? So at this point, you see her after Leah points her out. You see this woman, and now that she's crouching, you guys can all see her quite well. She's probably about 5'2". She's human, and she does have this like band, this black band that she's painted over her eyes, and she's really buff. Like she's wearing like kind of like the jacket you're wearing, but it's got the fur, it has a fur line, but it's a leather, and it's tightened up around, cinched up around her waist. But she's got bare arms. She's really ripped, and she's moving really quickly ahead of you. And she turns back once in a while, and it keeps motioning you. Do you follow her, or what are you doing?
I think
I
we
don't
should.
trust her.
You don't?
No.
I don't trust her either, but I'm gonna follow her.
I think we should follow. There's 4 of us.
Yeah.
And one of
Okay,
her.
let's follow.
She could
So he's
still
like,
get
okay,
harassed, but,
whatever you say.
yeah, so I agree. I think we should follow along. We can, stay on alert, but she seems to know where she's going, and heading straight into this front entrance is not a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she continues on, and you guys are following her in silence until you get to a cliff face. And when you come around this corner and the grass starts to shallow out a little bit and the fog parts, you can see that there's actually, it's a little bit of an incline, and there's handholds that you can use to get up to the upper level, up to the top of this plateau. And so when you you are basically out of the vision of those knolls, and so she finally turns around and she's like, I'm assuming you're here for the Kindred Spirits?
We are.
Yeah.
She's like, okay. Well, there's a bit of a problem going on right now, but first of all, I'm just going to introduce myself. There's not much time. My name is Maven Olive, and I am an associate of the Kindred Spirits here where you will be doing your training. But she looks around, and she's going to make a quick spot check. So, we think there's some kind of corruption happening within this temple, and we can't figure out what's going on. And I think the other Maven here might be under its influence as well. So you need to be warned about that, but she's expecting us back. She knows that I've come out to get you, and you need to keep it on the down low, okay? Like, don't let anyone know that you know. All right?
Okay, sounds good. Petunia, you got that?
I don't know what we're supposed to not know.
Just don't
Just not know any. Just
don't know anything.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay.
I can do that.
So she turns and she grabs onto the handholds and she starts to climb up. So you guys can all make climb checks if you're going to follow her.
Oh, this is where we're not
it's
good.
easy because there's handholds.
Is that athletics?
20! No!
Oh, no.
There's no climb, is it just
It's
Is it just
athletics.
athletics?
Sorry, athletics.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
16?
For me,
14.
19.
So all of you start climbing up, and you look back. Who's the last person to go before Shriela?
I guess I'll be the last person to go.
Okay, so you look down, and you see Shriela's like can't even pull herself up, like the worst climber ever. She may be outdoorsy, but she definitely grew up noble. So you can give her an assist, so just aid her, so
Yeah.
she gets to roll with advantage. So you roll twice and add your bonus.
yeah.
Or subtract your bonus.
My
actually.
bonus is a minus. Oh man. Okay, so that was a 3. That's
Oh, that dice again.
5.
Okay, we'll just say it takes a long time for you to get up there. It takes you about 20 minutes. And after a while, you see Maven Olive is standing there, and she's like,
She could have used one of her like muscles to just grab me.
she watches you, she's like, please tell me it's not you that's here for the training.
I am.
Great. So she turns and she starts leading you through. It's all forested up here again, and there is that fog that is present within these trees as well, and it's not as dense. In fact, the trees are fairly wide spread apart, and you can see quite a good distance into the trees ahead, and you guys can all make a perception check as you do.
Oh,
11.
What?
4.
9.
13.
Come on, buddy.
I just really like that. Like as our perception should be getting better, we just keep getting.
Yeah.
All right, so what did you get? You got 19?
13.
13? I thought I heard someone got 19. No
I got
one?
11.
No, I got
okay.
11.
So right now you're fairly distracted.
Just like,
You're in a new area, and you're keeping an eye out. You are a little bit paranoid as well because now you have confirmation that there is some weird shit going on in this forest, or in this area. So Olive doesn't say all that much. She leads quietly, and she turns back every once in a while. And she turns to you because you've already said that you are part of the Kindred Spirits. And she looks over her shoulder. So, where'd you come in from?
We started our journey at Liobar.
Oh, who did you run into there? Who's Maven there now?
Petunia. Do you remember who the Maven was? Remember the woman that you were, the gambling one?
the one that I had a fight with? No.
Cat.
Oh, gamble. Okay.
The cat one.
Cat one.
Isn't Cat her name?
The person, no, that was the kind of the code word that you had to use to find her.
Villa.
Mhm.
Maven Villa.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, Maven Villa.
Okay.
Thanks, Petunia.
Oh, she's still there, is she? How's she doing?
She seemed fine. She set us on our journey, but she wouldn't really tell us much.
Oh, that's kind of part and parcel about the whole training. Now, you're going to be... She's looking around up at the trees a lot. She's like, okay, let's just keep going. I'll try to fill you in when I have an opportunity to. So you walk for about another 20 minutes, and eventually you see this in the distance. And I'm going to show everyone who's watching. There's these little huts that are built into the roots of trees, and you guys can see that now. That is for you to look at.
Oh, that looks quite cozy.
And you can see standing outside another woman, and she looks a little bit more serious, whereas Olive kind of has this wild look in her eyes, like, she seems like she's always a little bit on edge, like ready for action all the time. You can see this other woman. She looks like she might be in her late 30s, and she's elven. And a note to the viewers, I kibosh age rules in my games. Everyone ages the same. So she looks to be in her late 30s, and she's sitting on a log by a fire outside one of these little hovels underneath the trees. And she's got a fire going, and she's got something cooking over top of it, and she's stirring, sitting there looking at it. And she sees you guys coming in the distance, and she stands up, and Olive just turns to you and, like, very quietly whispers, just be careful with her, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So she immediately turns to the woman. Ah, Maven Phaedra, our guests have arrived. And the woman puts the spoon down, and she walks over. She's got a very serious look. Who is here for the training?
That would be myself. I'm Shriela, and this is
Shriela.
Petunia.
Oh, that smells really good. I know.
Yes, it is. It is very good. It's my specialty. All right? But you don't get any yet.
Oh.
First, we sit down. Hey! Having a conversation here. Who's this?
This is my wife.
You brought your wife to the training?
Well, yes, they're our support. Perhaps they might join the Kindred Spirit as well. That was the hope.
And who's this?
Hey.
This is
I'm Leah.
This is my friend.
Roommate, yeah.
My only friend.
It's true. Can't leave her alone.
That doesn't surprise me. You smell terrible. And I live in the woods. All right?
Oh.
So she walks back and she sits down on her log. And she's stirring her soup. Please sit down.
So
I want to
just
hear about the journey. What you maybe have encountered on the way here. Tell me everything. This is very important to me.
I want to.
Oh.
Can I do like a perception throw? I just want to like try to ask her about her day, or should I just ask her?
Are you trying to see like what her mood is, or what do you want to
like,
do?
Just trying to like persuade her to be more open with us.
You could, you could do a persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so go ahead and make a roll. Add your persuasion bonus.
Oh.
Ooh.
When I need it. 1, 3, 4.
It was a natural one.
It was a 1, and then what?
And
Oh,
then
you have a
3.
5.
No.
Oh, 5?
5, yeah.
Yeah. 6.
So 6.
Okay, so she, you go to open your mouth and she just goes, she literally takes her finger and puts it on your lips.
I'm like,
No. You don't speak. And she sits back down again. Tell me about your journey.
A lot has happened. Like I mentioned, we started out in Liobar, and that took us to the forest. I've met a fellow druidic named Scout there, and we encountered some strange, like a were-rat.
A were-rat.
A were-rat. It was a man at first, but he transformed into a were-rat.
It's a rat man. I have to yell
That's
that.
generally what they do.
I'm sitting
Thanks
far
for the
back.
update. I already knew that much information.
I'm like, I sat right where she told us to sit, so I'm kind of far away, sitting cross-legged, so I have to yell it. I'm like, it's rat man!
She turns and points to a log closer nearby.
And I just look at the log.
Are you taking your training seriously? Because
Yeah.
I'm not getting that impression right now.
Oh, very seriously.
You sit close here.
Oh, okay. So I come up.
So Olive just kind of gives you a look like... That's what she does. You don't know what that means, but she
And you're like, uh-huh. I just keep smiling.
So she... So you encountered some strange weird rat creature. What happened?
We then continued to the village.
What happened to the rat man?
He's dead.
Oh, yeah. We unfortunately, he
Just killed him.
No,
Okay.
he attacked us.
Oh,
We
okay.
gave him multiple opportunities. We were trying to figure out if we could heal him, but there was no turning back.
I like rats. I didn't want to kill him. I had to.
You like rats, do you?
She does.
Interesting. All right. And then what happened after that?
Then we went to the village, but it was abandoned.
Why? Do you have any idea why the village was abandoned?
we have no idea.
Perhaps, obviously, maybe something to do with the were-rat man, I'm assuming.
You didn't investigate it at all.
Yeah, there maybe no good food. There's no good food.
Did you find anyone there? Anyone at all?
No.
No. It was abandoned, like I mentioned.
So you guys are going to be deceiving her a little bit. So so Shriela, you have to make a deception check because you're actively talking, and you also said something, so you also have to make a deception check.
14.
I'll have to do that again. 16.
Oh, very well. That's good. So tell me why you've come this far. And I don't want to hear the story you want to become a Maven. Why are you here right now? What has led you to this point?
I really did want to become a Maven.
I guess literally a bird.
A bird?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of bird was it?
It's hard to say. Crow, raven, I always get them mixed up.
You can make a nature roll. And you can choose, if you know, then you can tell her that you know, or you don't have to if you don't want to.
I got 19.
So you know that it was a raven. Do you tell her that, or you just say, I don't know?
I said, I don't know. They're really hard to tell, you know? I think one's a lot bigger, but it was always so far away that I never got a good look at it.
You're a druid, aren't you? I sense by the way you present yourself. You seem to have a past, maybe, that you're trying to hide from what you're wearing and who you're pretending to be right now. But I sense that you have some druidic power, but you don't know the difference between a raven and a crow.
I do have a past, and that's why I'm here. I'm trying to write my past.
Hopeless. Hopeless. Very well. You may eat now. I suppose you've been on a journey for some time. I will retire. I will leave Maven Olive to take care of your accommodations, and we will begin in the morning. I tire of you already. And she stands up and she walks into one of the little thatched huts underneath one of these, the roots of the tree. And she closes the door and slams it. And Olive just sits down next to you guys. And she's like, Maven Phaedra.
Wow.
She's nice. She's nice. Let's get some food.
You like her?
Oh, yeah.
I don't like her. What's her deal?
Oh, that was intense.
Sweaty hands.
So Olive kind of sits right on the ground. She rests her hands back on the log. And she's like, yeah, help yourself. and she starts whittling on some wood. She looks like she's crafting some kind of like little mini sculpture she's doing, and she sticks her tongue out. She's like really intense into it. She's very, very expressive. She looks just a little unhinged. She's got like dirty feathers. She's got dirty feathers in her hair, and yeah, she's quite the character. So she sits there doing that. What do you guys do while she's crafting away?
So I'm gonna get out just like any of the food that I gathered on the way here.
Okay.
While going through the woods and kind of share along with the food that was already prepared.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm eating, and then I go sit right next to Olive.
All right.
Do you have any friends?
I don't know. I got some animals that kind of like me. There's a reason I live alone in the woods.
I get that.
People always look me in the eyes and then they just get weirded out. I don't know what's up with that. That's why I wear this black band over them. Kind of hides it a little bit, I think. And at that point, you can see one of the eyes starts to wander just a little bit, and then it kind of corrects itself.
I think it looks good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Pete the Wolf told me the other day.
Do you want to try on my hat?
No, I'm good. It's a nice hat though.
Thanks.
Where'd you get it?
I killed somebody for it.
Well, that's the way it should be.
Yeah. So why are you here?
Well, I'm here to train people that are to become Mavens. Hasn't been a lot of that going on lately, and her voice goes a little bit quieter.
Nobody wants to join?
Well, yeah, sure, people come here, but we train them, and then they disappear, and I don't know what happens to them, and it's been that way ever since we had the Visitor.
What visitor?
I'm not trying to be cryptic. That's literally what he called himself.
Oh.
The Visitor.
Complete with air quotes?
Well, I added that.
Oh, okay. I just wanted
Okay. Wasn't sure. Oh.
What did the visitor do?
Well,
Is he like a maven like you? Or did he train? Or
he's a scholar of some kind. He knew a lot about our organization, but he had some weird teachings. Like, he had some weird stuff, you know. Like, we, as you know, we don't worship any gods. That's not, you know, we believe the power is within ourselves. We don't need the gods or the powers in nature. As a druid, you would understand that. You know, there's power in the natural world around us, but the gods, that's not for us. That's what we teach. It's within.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, I don't know. He's got some weird ideas. Like, he's taking some of our philosophies and then like adding in some talk about this other power, and I don't know. I tuned him out most of the time. I was in the woods a lot while he was around, and then he left. And shit's been shitty.
Where did he go?
I don't know. He just left north from here. I have no idea where he went after that.
What did he look like? Was he the hyena man?
No. And she kind of like, she strokes her chin for a second. You know, I can't even really remember what he looked like.
Has it been that long?
No. That's weird. I haven't really thought about it that much.
Maybe he's really ugly.
It's possible. I would remember that too, I think.
That's a little weird.
It is a little weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm a little frightened now. No, thanks a lot, ladies.
So these hyena men, have they always been here?
No, they came with him.
So they're his men.
Yeah, they just stayed. They protect the temple that we used to do our training in, but we can't go in there anymore.
Why?
What happens to whoever tries to go in there?
I don't know.
Protected from who? If it's what you used to train, then...
Well, I'm not allowed to go in there anymore. And anytime I get close, there's like animals, even though I'm an animal friend. I really like animals.
Me too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I like animals too.
Mm-hmm. We all
We
like
love animals here.
It's every man, Tyler.
Here the animals are assholes, alright? They're all assholes now.
Yeah.
Anytime I try to get close, it's either those gnolls or the animals that are attacking me. So I just stay in my patch of the woods.
So the animals are being weird too.
Oh yeah. It's all weird around here.
So
Things aren't the same.
how are we going to become mavens if we have to fight animals and hyena men? Maybe that's part of the... Maybe that's the trials.
You think that's the training?
Maybe.
I don't feel it's part of a training anymore.
I feel like we veered off the train.
And what happened to all the mavens? Are you guys eating them?
What?
Well, they said they disappeared.
Well, I hope I'm not eating them.
Everyone
Not
must
that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, why do you stay? If things are being so strange and
Well, I can't really leave. Even Phaedra is like a friend. Like, we trained together. This is like, we made this place together, you know? I can't just leave it.
And is the way she's been acting recently or since this visitor came kind of out of her usual behavior?
Just 1 second. Zanfeth, thank you for following.
Thank you.
She's been different since the visitor came through. It's not her normal self anymore. She doesn't give me kisses anymore. Used to give me kisses once in a while when we had a bit of wine. Doesn't happen anymore.
Oh, that's not
That is
nice.
really sad.
Yeah.
And what Pete the Wolf has to do for now, I guess.
Ooh. Okay then.
well, at least he's still talking to you.
Oh, come on. I'm a wolf when it happens.
I am
Disgusting.
not judging.
Wait a minute. You can turn into a wolf?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Can I ride your back?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
This
See?
is so exciting for you.
Even if I don't become a maven, that's worth the journey.
But not right now. I'm tired.
Okay.
And my back is a bit sore from climbing the rocks.
Promise me, even if we have to leave this place for any reason, I get to do that before we leave.
Alright, I promise. So she stands up, and she's still been whittling away on the wood for a while. And she stands up and she points. When you look further in, it's like a little mini village, really. There's a couple of these buildings that are fashioned into the trees. There's 4 or 5 of them. And it feels almost like a lodge, but the way it's kind of laid out, they're all kind of circle. It's a circle of the trees. And she just points. There's a little like a wooden path they've laid down, a little trail that leads around the corner, and she just points at it. She's like, there's quarters that you can take. You guys are together, apparently. So you can have your own, and there's enough for all of you if you want your own place as well. So go ahead, feel free to, make yourself comfortable, and trial start first thing in the morning. So sleep well.
Okay.
So she gets up and she wanders off into the trees. And you can see after a couple seconds, you see this wolf bound through the trees after.
How come none of you can turn into wolves? You have magic.
Never
What's
really thought about it.
what's your problem?
Oh yeah, I can. I just want to save it.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, you're gonna be riding my back every day.
Awkward.
My wife is right here.
I don't like this.
All right, so she disappears, leaving the 4 of you around. The sun is now set. It's like you can actually see through the trees now for once, and just beautiful starlit sky. It's completely cloudless, and it's dead quiet out here. You can hear the occasional, bird in the trees and stuff, but it's absolutely beautiful out tonight. What are you guys doing for the rest of the night? Are you going to turn in, or do you want to spend some time out here chatting?
I think we should lurk around and see what we can see.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So, what do you do?
We're gonna turn into the lumberjanes and lurk around, investigate.
How close are the little huts to each other?
There's probably like a span of about 30 feet between them. Not a lot.
So, what is a hut?
There's one right behind you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where the Maven Phaedra went in, and then Maven Olive just disappeared into the woods. So you can walk just like I said. There's a wooden trail that goes further around the one that Maven Phaedra went into, and it weaves in between the trees where all these other huts are. They're pretty closely packed together.
Let's go on a night stroll.
Let's do it.
Let's try to eavesdrop at a window door.
Okay. Which one?
I'm not gonna eavesdrop on Maven
Phaedra?
Phaedra's
Okay.
because I feel like she'll catch us. And she'll give us a
right.
scolding. So I'm just gonna go to a random one that has the lights on. And,
Okay.
So let's say on the path, I go to the one on the right
Okay.
and try to listen at the window.
Okay, go ahead. So you crouch down and you go your way towards the window. You would assume that this might be one of the places where somebody might stay, and it would probably be one of the empty ones that you referred to. But you can go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, okay. 11.
So you just pull yourself up with your little arms and you take a glance through the window, and it looks like a very nice place. It's a wood-crafted bed. It's a fairly small room, about the size of an average living room, but it's all one room, and there's a little fireplace in the corner. You can see that the roots come in even through the structure of the building, and it's kind of mudded up a little bit on the sides, and it's very cozy. There's a bed with like furs and everything, but the one thing that you do notice, even though you didn't roll great, is that there's a pack next to the bed, and it's closed up. It's a little leather backpack, but there's no one in there, and there's no fire going right now.
I wonder if I should check out the backpack. What do you guys think?
I think you should.
I'll keep
Thanks
an
for
eye.
following Mr. HM. Yes, quite.
Yeah.
Great name.
Okay, yeah, if you're game, I'll keep watch.
Okay. I'm sometimes fumble at these things as anybody else. Better at investigating backpacks.
Specific
I trained in that.
And the Boy Scouts.
You know what? Maybe then Tyler can go with you
Yeah,
because she's very charming. So if you guys get caught,
Yeah.
she might be able to talk your way out.
Yeah.
And I'm
that's-
good with backpacks.
Just
Randomly.
What?
yeah.
Nothing?
Oh, I didn't know that, honey.
Yeah, I mean...
No, she's charming. She should
Thanks
go
for
in.
the follow, Shadow Deidre. Yeah.
All right, let's,
She's very excited. Okay.
okay, let's sneak in.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to keep Shriella's keep her
Attention?
busy so she's not. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are all kind of hanging out around the outside of this building. So you guys, the door's open. It's not locked or
Okay.
anything like that. So you open it up and you take a quick scan around. There's nobody in there. It's dead quiet. And you can see that backpack right to the side of the bed. It's only about 15 feet ahead of you. You walk in and check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, make an investigation check, I believe.
Investigation.
So remember,
Oh, yeah,
you
there it
have
is,
your new
yeah.
bardic ability, which even if you don't have it checked off, you still get to add +1 to the roll, plus the relevant stat as well.
Yeah.
I'm glad I brought you with me.
It's my idea.
Like, I had a great idea.
Yeah, like, boy, this is awesome.
Oh. 3 plus 1.
Okay,
What is going on with my abilities?
so you take you search through the pack, but the only thing that you really find of interest is there's like a little journal in there. That's the only thing of interest, really. Thanks for following Solid Luigi. That's really the only thing that you notice is like a little journal in there. But there's other things like foodstuffs, like things that whoever had this backpack might have been on a long journey, just like you guys were. There's a journal. There's a little blanket rolled up inside, like a fur blanket, and it just looks like a traveling pack, really.
So
Scallon 1, thank you.
I want to take the book and read it a little bit and just carry my backpack like as if nothing was going on. Like, just do it.
Okay, so you put it over your shoulder?
Yeah.
Okay. So you scan through the journal, and there's no name or anything on it. It really is just someone like just putting in their stream of consciousness kind of thoughts. And you would think maybe it's almost like a dream journal, or that would probably be the best way to describe it. Like they would wake up and just write whatever is fresh on their mind. And it really is just a long journey. So the person has come all the way from the Western Heartlands, so 1,000 miles to get to this point, and they travel a long way. And they detail, you're just kind of skimming through it, but you see the starting point from the very beginning. They talk about leaving their family behind and the fear that they were facing, and they just had to start again. And they talk a little bit about the Kindred Spirits. That's on the first page or two. How long do you want to stand here reading this journal? It'll take you probably a good half hour to really get a good feel for it.
I want to keep reading it. Yeah.
Okay, so meanwhile, are you watching this happen? What do you two do? You're trying to distract her from seeing her loot this backpack?
Yeah.
How are you doing that?
Having a conversation.
Okay. Thanks for following Unknown Outrider. So go ahead.
So how did you and Van Tyler meet? I mean, we've been friends for a while, but I haven't heard your story about you guys.
Well, we originally met through. Well, I was in the Kindred Spirits, and for personal reasons, okay. So only Petunia knows this. You can't really tell Van Tyler, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I have substance abuse problems. I really like grass.
Wow. I
So-
wouldn't have taken you for that kind of person.
I know. When I use it, I get really. I mean, I am a druid, and I've thought, what a way for me to get more in touch with nature,
No, totally, I get it.
right? And
Yeah.
so, but I got carried away, and so I went into Kindred Spirits and kind of tried to sober up, and then I met Van Tyler shortly after that. I think it was just a chance encounter, really, and she was just this positive light in my life, and so I kind of paired the two together.
Oh, that's
You know?
so cute. Yeah. It's amazing to hear.
And how'd you guys meet again? She just calls you her old friend, but like, I want some stories.
Well, when I was back in my days being doing ranger stuff, I would lead people through the woods. We would go, take them on adventures, basically.
Well, like an adventure tour.
Yeah, touring. And people always wanted to see the sights. They wanted to be like, oh yeah, I want to go do a dungeon crawl and all this stuff.
Wait, you were a tour guide?
Totally. I mean, I tried my best anyway. Make sure people don't get killed, caught in any bear traps, things like that.
Oh yeah, you'd be good at that.
Yeah, but so met Van Tyler. She was hoping to just get a quick guide through the woods and maybe connect with her spiritual side and find out more about the woods. And that was that. We just saw each other every once in a while at the inns and the bars after that, and she was doing her barding thing. It was really fun.
So you need to make a deception check, and you get advantage though because you don't really have any reason to disbelieve the story.
Mm-hmm.
You get an insight roll to see if you see through that, if there's maybe something a little weird about the story.
Persuasion, you said, or sorry, deception.
Deception.
17.
Mine is perception.
Okay, 17.
Insight for you.
Oh, sorry, insight. Oh man, the other one would have been better. 16.
Oh, 17.
Okay. So yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's a great story. Now you know a little bit about their past together. They did adventure tours together.
Now I know a little bit more about you and Van Tyler.
All right, so you managed to distract her long enough, and you continue reading the journal while you're just standing there. What are you doing in this room right now
I'm
while
just
she's reading?
kind of looking around.
Jumping on the bed.
I'm trying to jump and be like, what does it say? What does it say? What does it say?
And I'm like, wait a minute, leave me alone. I'll tell you later.
So you keep reading through it, and after you've got about 10 minutes to read through this. That's how long that distraction will last. So you get to the point where she's about halfway. She's entered into the Dale Lands. So you guys were actually in the Dale Lands when you all kind of met up, or all your roads kind of crossed together at the same time. And that's the last entry that you have time to read, unless you want to kind of give yourself away at this point. But she's talking more about, or he or she, there's no, like I said, there's no name, talking about how even this journey all completely by themselves has really got them in touch with who they really are, and leaving their family behind was the best thing that happened to this person. They talk about meeting somebody on their journeys that really changed their life, and that person was kind of fundamental in her or him. I'm just saying her making the transition to become a Maven and to follow that path. And that's the last thing you really know, is that there's some entry referring to this person. She doesn't go into any details about who it was or anything about that, but that their advice and their wisdom put her on the path to come to this location in the Grey Woods. She knew directly about the Grey Woods through this person. So that might have been her contact point, where yours was the woman in the library bar.
And that's where it ends? Like just...
That there's a lot more, but it's
okay.
going to take a while to read through it.
Alright, so like I think we should take this journal with us, and we should tell the girls. Because I think whoever was writing this just abandoned it. I want to keep reading it, but we should do it later.
Can I make a nature roll, or can I see if I can tell how long someone's been in the room, been absent from the room? Like, can I smell the bed?
It'd be an
I spent a long time in the wild.
Yes, you can smell the bed.
I want to give everything a
Make an
sniff.
investigation check.
Oh, good.
I was hoping we would do that.
Oh, okay. 15.
You would guess that this person's probably been gone for... Just hearing smashing noises in the background. You would guess that this person's probably been missing for probably about 3 days. Or that this room hasn't been used in 3 days. But clearly they had just left their stuff here as though they would plan to come back. They hadn't left... Like, this journal would probably be important to whoever was writing it. One thing we forgot to mention, though, at the beginning of the game was the statue.
I know.
Do I want to just quickly talk about that?
I was gonna wait till before our break, but
Okay,
yeah,
let's
if we can
just do it now.
Let's do a quick thing. We were actually gonna do this when we introduced ourselves, but we were so excited to play that we went straight into our story. Okay, so we want to make this interactive for you guys and have a little fun. So we decided that we would do a giveaway. So we'd like you to hashtag D20 Babes with the best line or moment of tonight. So it could be a really awesome move, someone flies through the air, I don't know. Hopefully it's me. So we all try to fly through the air, no. Or just a line, a really just funny, dramatic, whatever, the best line of the night. And then that viewer, we will try to get your deets and send you, we will send you, if you haven't read Rat Queens, it's an awesome RPG-based comic book, and it is personalized, or not. Well, we'll personalize it and have it signed by the author, and and send it on.
Which is me.
We'll send that along to you, and so that will be for the next game, and also the player whose line it is or action it is gets this trophy.
Next week.
We'll pass them the trophy, and they also get an advantage die for that they can use anytime in that game. So we actually decided to do this for the last game, but we voted, and also we did have a viewer that mentioned this line too. So thank you. So we all decided to give it to Nee.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
Yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you.
And it's for her line. And she said this with all sincerity and didn't mean it this way. But she said...
He's penetrable.
Oh, he's penetrable. I said, oh, he's penetrable. About the were-rat man. Yeah.
So yeah, that got her to that. And then also part of the rules is that she does get an advantage die, which she probably could have used earlier. But we haven't hit battle yet, so so we'll give you an extra. You can take mine, but during whenever you want to use it, and we'll give you an extra D20 to use as an advantage die whenever you need it throughout the game.
So yeah, just to recap, just hashtag D20 Babes, and then your favorite quote of the night, and then at the end of the cast, we'll probably make a tweet at you, and we'll let you know that you've won, and we'll reveal who gets it next week at the start of the show. So yeah, you can be involved with it. So we forgot to do that, so let's just get back to the story here. So you guys are all currently still outside of two of you are inside, two of you are outside. What do you guys want to do now that you've searched out this room a little bit?
Well, you guys got an early morning, don't you?
Yeah. Let's go listen to where there's people under the window.
Okay. I guess we'll keep that up.
Okay. So you go just kind of from window to window, and all of these places are empty. So there's 4 of them, plus the 5th one, which the Maven Phaedra is in. Mm-hmm. They're all empty, and Olive did tell you that, but it seems like she was telling you the truth. There is no one else there right now.
Let's go to bed.
Let's do it.
All right. So, what is the sleeping arrangements?
I don't think that anyone should be alone. I think we need to pair up.
Petunia, do you want to be roomies?
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Okay,
still
so
roomies.
Petunia and Leah
Wifey.
and the married couple will have their own place. All right. So you guys turn in for the night. And is there anything particularly you want to do before you actually sleep or trance, depending on what race you are?
I'm gonna set a trap over the door
You're gonna set a trap.
because I do that.
Okay. What kind
all the
of trap is it exactly?
It's going to be a javelin attached to the ceiling.
Petunia, this is a terrible idea.
What if part of your training, Maven Olive comes at your door? You don't want to kill your Maven.
I like her,
Yeah.
but I always set traps.
Okay, why don't we just put a piece of string with a bell? Does that sound good?
Okay.
Leah will wake up. She doesn't sleep.
Okay.
She just meditates.
Okay.
All right. So you set up a little bell trap with a little foot trip wire, so if someone comes through the door, that it'll be alerted to it. Are you two doing anything particular that to set up traps or anything of the like, or are you just gonna get settled in and have a nice cuddle before you go to sleep?
What do you think, babe? You feeling safe?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Because
Thank
I'm
you for
blessed.
This is what everyone tuned in for.
Well, I'm just gonna be meditating, so I'll be on watch.
Okay. All right.
just
You only
while she
need
rests
4
up.
hours.
Yeah.
Are you gonna play a little tune? Is that?
Yeah, I want to practice. Like, can I just practice my
Yeah.
music? Yeah.
Sure. Is there a song that you've been practicing recently, or?
Yeah, recently I've been practicing the song of my land,
Okay.
but
Of Mulholland.
Mulholland.
Yeah.
Well, you can see I've been practicing. Yeah, so I'm just singing. It's a dark song. It's
Oh.
a sad song. Yeah.
Why don't you give us a line or two of that song?
Yeah.
Just take it.
Mulholland, I don't miss you, oh my land. I don't miss you, Mulholland. Everybody in there is just not my friend. That's it.
That's all you've got so far. Okay, all right. Let's. Why don't you make a performance check? I'll give you advantage because you actually sang it.
Yeah.
Roll again and take the higher of the two. The same.
9 twice. Yeah. +5 + 1, 15.
All right, so it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You're working out the kinks. It's a practice. You're still trying to figure out the lyrics and the timing, but it's good. And you're having a nice a meditation time, listening to her sing in the background. So eventually, you guys all crash for the evening, and the morning rolls around. And the sun is barely even up at this point, and each of you hears a knock at your door.
Yes.
So who's answering the doors in each household?
I'm gonna assume I was already up, so I'll step over our bell trap and open the door.
Okay, you step over it, you open it up, and it's Maven Olive, and she just kind of looks past you to Petunia. Are you ready?
No.
Petunia, get up.
I'm trying to Frankenstein. And then I just begrudgingly get up.
Okay, so she just says, you won't need any weapons, you won't need any of your gear, just get dressed a little bit warmly and meet us out front where we were last night.
So I,
Just you.
oh, okay. And I hide a hand axe in my
Okay,
pants.
make a sleight of hand check.
my pants.
Oh!
And that one.
So you go to, you literally do this exaggerated,
Oh, well, yeah, 30.
and you grab the axe, and when you go to put it in your stash and jacket, you just put it beside it and it falls on the ground
Oh.
and pong makes a noise, and she's like, that's a weapon.
No, that's my friend. Axie.
Well, you can't bring friends either. I already said that. No weapons, no friends. Just you.
Well, it gives me confidence, but okay. And so I go.
Okay, so she leaves, waits for you to get all your gear together, and you hear a knock at your door. Who answers the door for you guys?
I will answer the door.
All right, so it's Maven Phaedra, and she's standing there looking as grim as usual, and she's got like there's just this blank expression on her face. I really thought you would be up earlier to meet us out here, but it looks like I had to come and get you. Off to a great start, I can see.
I'm just not used to the protocols, but I am a fast learner, so now that I know,
Well, you better be.
thank you very much.
So she turns and walks ahead of you, and she says, no weapons, basically the same thing. No weapons, no friends, no wives, just you and some warm clothing. So she takes off, and they are both going to wait out front. So is there anything in particular you want to do? Now that they've left,
Yes.
what do you want to do?
Go find Leah when I leave and try to do a scout around.
All right.
Okay?
Will do.
I kind of want to follow her.
Yeah, I follow. Yeah, you can totally follow, but like,
Yeah.
stay back.
You guys are you're like, da, 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 music.
Yeah, pretend like you guys are going on like a nature walk or something. just but yeah, be very aware.
Okay. And is there anything that you want to do before you head out and meet them?
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn to Leah. Watch.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. So you two head out, and we'll get to you guys first. So you go around the corner, you walk along this wooden trail, and it's like a light mist in the air. It's like a light rain it's a little bit cloudy, and it's a cooler air this morning. You can see that the Mavens are already sitting there, and they have a little pack laid out on the logs, like a little cloth with a bit of food on it, and looks like they've already packed up. They've got their backpacks on, and they point to the food. Eat in silence. When you are done, we will begin the journey. That's Maven Phaedra who says that, and Olive's beside her. She's like,
So they've all eaten already.
yeah. So the two of them have already eaten. They're literally standing there. Olive kind of wanders to the edge of the little eating area here outside, but Maven Phaedra is like standing there with her arms crossed, and she's like 5 feet from you, just staring at you, watching you eat.
Wow, class act.
So I'm just. And I make those noises when I eat. Nom, 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 nom.
All right.
Can I smell the food to see if there's anything in it, or?
Yeah, you can make an insight check. Sure.
As you're already.
She's already eating.
Started eating it. 17.
Okay. So it's basically a like a fresh bun kind of thing, and it looks like it has like meat cooked into it, like it's been baked into it, and it smells really, really good. When you smell it though, you're like, you can make a nature check.
You already ate it.
I'm eyeing yours now. I'm like,
nature is 19.
So yeah, you go to like hold it up and you give it a bit of a smell. Yeah, there is. You also notice not with the meat. There's also like little chunks of mushroom in it, and they are definitely hallucinogenic mushrooms.
Oh, Petunia!
are you gonna eat yours?
So, Petunia, you need to make a Constitution versus Poison saving throw.
Don't I have a I think it's only when I'm raging.
Oh.
I have a I can withstand poison, but no.
Oh no! Petunia!
It's a 7.
All right, so you eat it, and it's delicious. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Good.
After like a few minutes, you start to feel a little bit weird,
I'll
but
turn one of my horns.
so you have it, but you notice that, and she's already like, as you're like, oh wait a minute, you look to Petunia, and it's like just
Oh, no.
jammed into her
She's
mouth.
like,
She's swallowed it all.
And I'm trying to grab yours.
No, Petunia, no.
So the Maven's like, is it not acceptable to you?
I mean, if it was on, I can't do hallucinogenics when I do my training.
This is part of your training. You eat the food, and then we go on our journey. Eat the food.
Tastes good.
And Olive's, I'm just kind of in the corner, and she just goes,
Can I fake eat the food?
Yes, you can make a deceit check. She's standing right there, so you get a disadvantage.
Oh, man.
I don't know how you'd fake eat it.
Or can I like
Like
eat
your
it
napkin?
and then?
Oh, no.
Oh, so good.
Just have your napkin and be like,
Or like, could I eat it and then the moment she turn around,
Puke it.
like puke it out?
Okay, yeah, you can try to do that.
Okay.
All right, so you take a big bite out of it. All right, so
delicious.
she gets a little bit closer uncomfortably, and she watches you chew on it. The deliciousness is in the swallowing of the food, Shriella.
Delicious. Thank you, Maven. Phaedra.
So her eyes are just like stone cold. Okay, so you can try to make a deception check
Okay.
to see if she believes whether or not.
18.
All right. At a disadvantage, remember.
Oh,
Roll another
so
one.
oh yeah, which one's a?
No, just roll the d20 again.
Oh, that's right. No, I must do better.
Oh,
No. Oh man, I got a 4.
So her finger slowly comes out and goes right here. She's like, I want to feel you swallow the food.
such a
She-
weird.
Gosh.
This is intense. This has gotten really weird.
And do you say that out loud? Does Petunia say that out loud?
Yeah, I'm like, this has gotten really weird.
Olive's like, so do you swallow the food?
Well, I guess I have.
Okay. So she's got her finger there, and it's super awkward. Like she's like this far away from you with her finger in your throat, and you swallow it, and her, she feels it. She's like, "Good, make a Constitution saving throw."
12.
No, question, because I know I'm not there. But she did a lot of drugs in her heyday, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Would
I
she
feel like I
have a
would.
better, like, the more drugs you do, the less impact they're going to have on
My
you.
tolerance is higher.
Okay, you can roll with advantage on it. Roll again. Yes. Take the higher of the two.
Well, 12.
Okay. So you swallow it, and you're like, well, that actually was delicious. And then again, you get that same feeling that Petunia did, just this kind of gurgling in your stomach, but you already know what it is. You've actually probably taken these before, and so you know what to expect. It is a mild hallucinogen, but it mainly, you've actually done these on a few of your, probably your own like vision quests, where it just allows the outside world to melt away and all you sense is nature. That was one of the things that you did when you were becoming a druid, when you were starting to really understand what nature meant to you. Elves do this all the fucking time from your homeland, man. They live on this shit. So you've done it before. Anyway, so Olive puts her backpack on, and Maven Phaedra does it, and they start to walk just randomly into the woods. They're not following a trail. They just start walking, and they don't even look behind. They just start walking into the woods.
Why do you have balloon hands?
Okay, Petunia. So I grab Petunia
All right?
because she's starting to weave and like go
Bumping into
randomly.
trees.
Yeah. So I take her and I say, "We still gotta watch them. I still don't trust them."
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Who are you?
I'm Shriella.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I follow you.
Just friend.
Oh, friends.
Friends.
I
I
haven't
like
done-
your friends.
I don't know. Yeah, friend.
All right. So you guys wander behind them and follow them to wherever it is they're going. What are the pair of you doing as you meet in the morning?
I think we see each other and kind of have an understanding that we need to keep an eye on them.
Okay.
yeah. I think we should follow them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, quietly, like a side of the. Are they following a trail? You said.
Doesn't look like it. No,
Okay.
they're just wandering into the woods.
It's alright.
Okay.
I got this. Ranger. Got this.
You got a handle.
Good.
I think
Like
so.
in the
I hope
old
so.
times.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and make a survival check.
I'm gonna roll a 1. I rolled a 1.
You called it.
You rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Awesome.
She said, I'm going to roll a 1.
You should say, like, I'm going to roll an 18.
No, because I said I'm a ranger. I got this.
That was the curse right there.
So you
11.
start following. Okay, yeah. So you don't have natural training with this. You understand a little bit about it simply because you've been hanging out with outdoorsy people, and your wife's an outdoors person, so you have a basic understanding. But you are trying to follow trained people. So after about 10 minutes of following, you can see them slowly disappearing, and they've eventually just disappear out of your view in the woods. You follow them for about 5 more minutes, just in the general direction, and you all of a sudden realize, like, you can't really tell which direction they would have gone. If they've even gone in a different direction at all, they're gone. And even you have been following a little bit, but they're just not in your view anymore. So you're not lost because you have this ability as a ranger, I think, or as an outlander or something.
As a ranger, I
Yeah.
just always know where I am and where things are.
Cool.
More or less.
Uh-huh.
Wanderer. Memory of maps and geography, recall of terrain and surroundings, can find food and water for up to 5 people.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not necessarily lost, but you realize that you're a little bit turned around. This is the first time you've really felt a little disoriented. You're not familiar with this location. You would probably apply a little bit more if you've been in this region before, but you have never been here. So you are a little bit lost. You could still find your way back to the camp, you think. So you can make a survival check at this point where you're acting like you're not lost, but there's a little part of you that thinks you are.
9.
What did you roll?
4.
Okay. Oh boy. So you start wandering. You are getting a feeling like, I don't think we're going the direction that we came from, but you trust her. This is her expertise, you know. Like you are great with going through bags. She is great with finding home base. But after about half an hour to 45 minutes, you should have been back at the camp a while ago. You are not.
Okay.
You think you've gone deeper into the woods, and you've been kind of wandering around randomly. You guys can both make a perception check.
This doesn't smell good.
17.
16.
So as you're wandering, you all of a sudden stop, and you realize you hear water, like a very light creek or something, or a light running water, and you look out into the woods in the distance, and you can see 3 gnolls standing around, looking around into the woods. You guys are a little ways away, so you know they haven't spotted you, that you think. And they're wandering around and they're yipping and yapping at each other. They talk in a very barkish, like, and they yell at each other. They talk very gruff. They don't like have fluid sentences. It's just like yelping. It's kind of annoying. But you see them in the distance, and they're wandering around, and they are very clearly protecting a certain area. But you don't see anything from here.
Can we go a little bit closer?
Sure, if you want to make a stealth check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nat 20.
No. 19.
Oh, wow.
22.
How close do you want to get to them?
How close can we get with a 22 and a 25?
I don't know.
Okay.
What do you want to risk? You feel fairly confident that you're very unseen right now.
Okay. What did you say? Okay, well, I can see,
You can see 60 feet.
yeah, about 60 feet.
Okay.
See clearly.
All right, so you guys crouch down. You're moving through the foliage, taking stops when you need to, and they look around, move again, and you get within 60 feet. You kind of put your backs to some trees on either, like there's one on either side, and you just take a quick scan now that you're closer. You see that there's a couple of bridges, and there is a creek that's going through here, and it's wide enough that you probably have to walk across these bridges to get wherever it is they're going. Thanks for the follow, Peppers, with a bunch of numbers behind your name.
Yeah!
And beyond that, so they're kind of beyond the creek and past the bridges. they're wandering around an opening that goes down. It's a cutout stone, it's like a ridge, and stairs you can see going down into the recesses of the rock.
So like man-made sort of
Yes,
thing.
definitely.
Okay.
But they're like protecting it.
They're guarding it right now, yeah.
Can I charm one of them and like
You
make
have to
him
get a lot closer, I
lead
think.
like what?
Would we have to get closer to do that?
You'd have to reveal yourself because you'd be casting a spell, so you'd be basically using your musical ability to cast the spell. You channel your or your magic musically, so you basically be singing a spell, and if it didn't work, they would all see you. So you can do it. It's a risk, though.
I can hide in nature, but you can't. So
You come Master of the Wild.
You're
He's
good.
like,
I'm hiding.
perform.
okay.
Okay, you can hide and I can.
I'll just
I will
hide
risk
and
myself.
be ready if something happens. I guess. I think it's a bad idea
Wait,
because
how
we're
many
split
gnolls
up.
are there?
3.
And they're pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Maybe then.
But
I
we
should
can
not.
report back about this if we can ever find our way back.
Decisions.
Well, what other kind of spells do you have?
I have True
Possibly.
Strike, Vicious, Mockery. Oh, it could be like or a silent image. So maybe they go far away to see something else.
What's that?
You create an image of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomena that is no larger than a 15-foot cube. This range is 60 feet. Image appears at a spot within range and lasts for the duration. Image is purely visual, isn't accompanied by any sound, smell, or visual effects. So you could make something. It has to be within 60 feet, and it's not going to be able to move.
Can you throw Vicious Mockery like in a different direction? And, like, what's the range on it?
60
Or-
feet.
Ah,
Or
So you're in the perfect space for all these spells.
Yeah,
one?
you guys, this is good.
So you see the gnolls, they're all really hunched over, and their backs go up in the air, and they start smelling the air.
oh shoot. Inventory can through
Sorry.
Though it need not understand you, it must succeed on wisdom saving throw. You unleash a string of insults laced
Or
True Strike.
that one's good too.
Okay, well, I think if we're gonna try anything, we might as well try to charm one and lead. Oh, that's within 30 feet. We'd have to get closer for that.
Oh yeah.
So at this
They
point,
are already smelling
Yes.
us.
We don't have much time.
they've caught a scent, and they're starting to slowly move their way towards where you guys are hiding. They're moving towards the bridge, and they're crossing it.
Well,
And
I
all
say
three
you
of
should
them are.
hide.
okay, I'm gonna. I don't know. Do I have to roll to hide in nature?
It's just a sneak check.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. You're already at a 22 though.
Yeah. Okay.
So unless you're moving,
No.
okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna ready my bow just
All
in
right.
case I need to.
So they start to wander across, and you can make a nature check.
Oh,
7. No, 4. Sorry.
You rolled a 1?
No, I rolled a 2.
Oh no.
God
Oh,
damn.
we're rolling well tonight.
Okay, so you can also make a nature check. And remember, because you have the Jack of all trades, you get the +1 plus whatever else.
4, 5.
Wow. So they start to move closer, and you feel pretty confident that you're well hidden. They get within about 30 feet, and one of them grabs one of their shoulders and shakes it and starts growling and barking, and he points towards the trees and where you guys are. You can see around, like you're peeking around. They probably know where you are. They've
Okay.
caught your scent.
So I guess if you're gonna do
Yeah.
if you're gonna do that, they're gonna know that we're here.
Yeah.
Is it like an instant thing, or do you have to
Attempt to
concentrate?
charm a humanoid you can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw and does with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it.
We're not fighting it yet.
We're not fighting it, no. If it fails, it's charms by you until the spell ends or until you or your companion do anything harmful to it. The charm creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance.
Oh, do it.
Okay. Yeah, I need to be at 30 feet, so we're
at 30 feet.
You're at 30 feet.
Yeah.
So you pop out behind the tree and you're like, what do? You just start casting a spell with your...
Yeah, but like in their like
what is, they get a saving throw, right?
It says if you're in combat. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I must make a wisdom saving throw, and it does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it, which we're not yet.
We're not. Yeah.
Okay. What is my DC to save it? It's on your spell sheet on the back. The saving throw difficulty.
$13.
So you pop out from behind the tree, and he starts singing, and it looks at you. They all kind of like their heads go back.
They go Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. And they're kind of frozen for a second. You cast the spell and you sing it to him, and you can see he kind of goes, his jaw kind of. he seems to like be calm right now. How are you going to talk to him? You don't speak his language.
Well, didn't it say that it just makes it so that we appear friendly to them?
Yeah.
So the two of them are like, they're getting their spears ready to throw at you, and the one's like, he hits him. With his, he seems to think you're cool.
Okay, so oh shoot, what just me?
It lasts an hour and an hour. Well, we're not in combat right now.
No.
But
So they seem to be listening to this one. He might be the leader of them.
Just keep singing.
Keep singing.
Can we go past them? Like, can we both go past them? Or do we?
Sure.
I said we should.
yeah, okay.
So you pop out. Okay, so when you pop out from behind the tree, they immediately get like, oh, there's more. He's gonna get another save on that because you weren't revealed at the beginning. So he's just like,
All right.
So, but they are stopped right by that, like at the end of the bridge. They're standing in front of it.
Covering it.
They are standing in front of it. Yeah.
Can I just like keep singing and see if they move away?
So you start getting closer and closer. You're within about like 5 feet, playing, and they're not moving.
Can we sneak behind?
And there were 2 bridges, you said?
Yeah. So there's this one, and then there's an expanse like about 50 feet, and there's another bridge going across over there. But they're not stopping on that one.
And as far as we know from our previous perception roll, there were only the 3 of them, right?
Yes.
Can we throw one other perception just to make sure we're
Sure.
okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6.
10.
Okay.
8.
All right. So you don't see anything more. You're pretty sure these are the only 3. Gonna risk it?
Yeah, do you want to go around and see if we can take a better look at whatever this thing they got going on over there?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So you wander past, and as soon as you go towards that bridge, the 2 of them that clearly don't have the spell on them are like, they put their hands up, and the one that you cast the spell on crosses his arms, and he starts nodding like, yeah, you can get even just reading their body language. They don't like that you're going towards that bridge.
Man.
Okay. Can we roll to like regain hiding?
You can just wander off into the forest and walk away.
Go back?
We're lost as it is.
You can make a survival check to try to get your orientation again.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. That's better. 23.
Okay, so when you get to this bridge, the cloud coverage goes away a little bit, and you spot the direction where the sun is. You're like, okay, yeah, I know where we are now. You went way too far northeast. So you know your way generally back. You should be able to get back there in about half an hour.
Then let's head back
Okay.
to where we started on the path.
All right.
Let's go.
So you head back to the village, or to where you were before.
Tree place.
So you two have been walking for, you don't even know how long. Time has seemed to just kind of blur out. You're walking, and even though you're with other people, you're completely on your own. You look around, you sense that there's other people there, but they kind of appear in your vision as like just these kind of weird vaporous lines, and you can both make wisdom or willpower saving throws. Yeah, wisdom saving throws right now.
Okay.
14.
15.
So you kind of push away the fog for a quick second, and when you do that, you can see that Maven Olive, who's right in front of you, that form that you see her, just this wavering black smoke kind of coalesces, and you get this, it's not something you see, it's something you feel, you sense a wolf. You just have this sense that is something that is emanating out of her. And with Phaedra, she's a little bit harder to discern, she's a little bit further ahead, but you get the sense of flight. You can't pin it down, you can't see her, but you get this sense of like weightlessness almost. So you continue on for a while. Petunia, as you're walking forward, you see this as well. You look off to your left and you see standing in the distance this giant, this 10-foot tall creature. Its mass kind of is amorphous and it moves, and it's again very Cronenbergian as like limbs come out and it changes, its body shifts and shapes, it's constantly moving and bumps coming out of its fur. It's a giant snow weasel.
My eyes are this big. And I just stop and start like shaking.
And it's just standing watching you with dead eyes as you walk. And whenever you like look straight ahead to maybe avert its gaze, you look back and it's just moved in the forest as though it's just gliding sideways watching you.
So I'm grabbing onto her, I'm like...
But you don't see that.
I don't see the snow
No.
weasel. Do I see something else?
You can make a perception check.
Okay. Uh, 20.
So you look out, you see something in the distance, but what it is you're still not able to tell at this point. It feels like the day that you met Van. It has this like, it's a positive feeling. It's not fear, it's calm. But there's something out there watching, and you're not exactly sure what it is. What do you think is out there?
I feel like it's like another Maven,
Okay.
potentially.
Watching you?
Watching. That
Okay.
we haven't met yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have this sense that there's perhaps an unrevealed Maven that is overseeing this whole thing. That is what the sense that you get. And when you start to think about that whatever that is, that sensation, that emotion that floats out in the ether starts to take a shape and a form. And it's humanoid, but you can't see any details, and it moves, kind of drifts slowly back, and these wisps of black smoke kind of flow with it as it goes backwards. And it looks like it's just enveloped in this black cloak that's made out of smoke. And it just floats in the distance, and that's what you see. When you look around now, everything else is gone. It's only you and that. And the same thing for you, is it's only you and the creature.
Oh, no.
This is so creepy.
I have a pretend shield in front of me, but I don't actually have my shield, but I think it's there, and I'm like, no.
I forgot to put the music on. It's cool. Chat, if the music's too loud or it starts looping weirdly, let me know. So what do you do?
I'm like, somebody give me a weapon. I gotta kill it. I gotta kill it.
So you say that, you start yelling it out, and you look down at your hand and you see that you're clutching the sword that you used to kill that dire weasel that was harassing that barbarian encampment. It's that same sword, and it's already covered in blood. we look back up again, it's 10 feet away from you, and it's towering over you, and its hands are like clutching trees and pushing them aside, and it looks down with these giant bloodshot eyes that just kind of blacken, and its head starts coming down towards you. What do you do?
Die! Charge at it.
All right, so
Die, you filthy beast!
all right, so you charge it, and you have to. How is Petunia feeling? Like, is she afraid? Is she angry? She's afraid.
She's afraid, so she must kill her fear.
Make a
She must kill
wisdom.
her fear.
This is a fear check, so it's a wisdom saving throw.
Ugh. I don't have any wisdom.
Oh no!
3.
So you get within about 5 feet, and you look up as its head comes down straight towards you, and it comes right up to your face, and you can feel its breath just. And all of these memories start flooding back to you from the past, from when you battled this thing to almost your own death. And you can feel life draining out of you, like it's just sapping it from being within this close to you. You take 3 points of damage. But it's not a physical damage. It's from somewhere inside of you, and you feel your will just fading away, like you have no chance against this creature. You stand helpless in front of it. What are you doing, Shriela?
So I'm encountering this cloaked figure.
It's in the distance. You haven't really seen too many
Right,
details about it.
but it's a positive feeling,
Right.
and it's just me in that, so I can't help.
You can't see or hear anything else but yourself and this figure.
Can I try to communicate with it?
You can do whatever you want.
Can I approach it?
Yeah? So you're going to walk towards it?
I'm gonna walk towards it.
All right, so you walk through the woods. You feel that there is a pathway that is between you and this thing. Like the woods has like suddenly parted, and you do hear this grinding sound as this rumble beneath your feet with every step pushes the trees aside, and it's opening up this large chasm, and this thing floats out beyond the chasm, and you can just see it falls away, and beneath it, when you look down into this chasm, it's just stars, like for an infinity, and this creature's floating out into the stars. What do you do?
I speak to it. Can I call out?
Sure.
Do you have a name?
And it floats silently and just hovering in the middle, in midair, in this sea of stars. And as you start to look around, you see that all you're standing on now is like a stone pedestal. Everything else has fallen away, and there's nowhere really where else for you to go, and it just beckons you quietly with a finger, and it keeps floating backwards.
I can't. Is this a trust exercise? I can't follow. There's no more path.
Doesn't answer.
Can I not do a perception check or anything?
You can do whatever you want.
Can I? Oh my god, let me see my spells. It's not an animal. Oh my god. Disembodied beings. It freaked me out. Can I try to channel some of my druidic past and try to speak to it in druidic?
Sure, so you change your speaking in the common tongue, and you start to speak in druidic. What do you say?
I say, is this a test?
And you just hear this guttural, almost like inferior, detached voice. Yes. And it beckons with a finger again.
Is this trust?
It says no more.
I take one step.
Okay? You take a step, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
Oh, 25. Natural 20.
All right,
25.
so this fear washes over you, like you put your foot out, and it feels like it's just going to be this infinite drop, but you push the fear away, and you just will solid ground into existence, and your foot hits this space, this infinite drop of space, and your foot splashes, and it sends ripples throughout this like black inky starlit night, and you step into space. And you walk out towards it, and it stops moving, and it just clasps its hands together in front of it and stops. It doesn't move anymore. There's only about 10 feet between you and it now, and it's not moving. It's just standing there waiting quietly.
Is there more to the test? Have I passed?
So it beckons you closer.
Oh, you creep.
It's Scout! Hey!
I take a step.
So you continue
I
towards
split
it.
the difference. Yeah, I just go halfway now.
Alright. So it starts to come towards you as you step, and these tendrils of smoke start to move out like hands, and they come around your back, and this figure starts to come closer and closer, and as it gets closer and the shadow gets cast away, you can see your own face, but it's this weird mix of animalistic, your eyes, and your face half morphs into what kind of creature? Tell me.
Tiger.
Okay, so it's a half tiger, and you can see one of your teeth is coming out, and like the jaw is kind of broken and unhinged, and it hangs weirdly, and it starts to like try to like envelop you completely. You need to make another willpower saving throw.
17.
You can feel it choking life out of you, but you push it away. And at this point, you are starting to feel there's something wrong. There's something very wrong about what this is. You don't feel that trust anymore, and it's a corruption. It's definitely a corruption, and you've been tricked. You know it. You've been tricked into something awful. And you push it away, and it screeches as it goes straight up into the sky, and the smoke, this black inky cloak that it's wearing, as it pulls back, it pulls with it all of the ink and goes straight up into the sky, and the forest is revealed around you, and you push out all of the whatever it is you took, and you're standing quietly in the forest, and you don't know where you are. You're looking around, there's nobody around. Petunia.
Come find me.
So you are standing, and its face is right in front of you. It's giant, like it could devour you with one quick bite. And it's breathing on you, and you're shaking down to your bones. You don't know that you can stand here much longer. Your heart's racing. You're starting to get dizzy. Make another willpower saving or wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
3.
It starts to change its shape, and it starts to get smaller and smaller, and it kind of pops and drops to the ground to the size that you actually remember. It's still fairly big. You're a gnome, and it was a dire weasel. So it stands up on all fours, and it's taller than you are now, and it leaps up into the air and becomes weightless and turns into a white smoke and starts to dive straight at you. Make another wisdom saving throw.
11.
The white smoke goes in through your eyes, and you feel really powerful. It dominates you, and yeah, you just kind of fall back, and the whole world goes away, and the forest returns to you, and you feel like strong. At that point, you wake up, and you see Maven. Phaedra's looking down at you. She's standing there, and she holds out a hand to help you up.
Do you have any more meat buns?
Oh, yes. So she helps you up to your feet, and she starts to walk back. What do you do?
Am I by myself still in the forest with nobody around me?
Yeah, you are. It's just you right now. You can make a perception check.
Okay. Yes, please. What was that? That's 6. 12.
So you take a quick look around, and after a minute or two, you wait, and you see in the distance, you can see Maven Olive is walking. She's got a spear. She's just kind of walking through. She's kind of got this dopey look on her face. She comes up to you. How'd it go?
That was horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty weird.
So you had to do this too?
Yeah. Yeah, it's, you go on some weird thing. Everyone sees something different,
So you put people through their own internal struggles?
I don't know, I guess so. You gotta face yourself, I don't know, it's gotten kind of weird though. People come back, like, they look horrified when they come back now. It didn't used to be that way. What'd you see?
Myself. But like a person I don't want to be.
Interesting. Well, I'm hungry. Let's go back to the camp.
What? That's it?
Yeah.
What did you see?
Oh, mine was like a few years ago. It was like, it was kind of like me, but like I had like let myself go, Like I had like a paunch.
No, none of your muscles?
No, and I was like a single mom, and I had like 3 kids.
Ooh.
It was awful.
That's a lot
I
of
was living in
detail.
Baldur's Gate. I was living off the system. Wasn't good. Wasn't a good time.
Wow, I didn't think mine was that specific. It's impressive.
Yeah, mine is pretty. That was like I have all these fears. My mom. It's this whole thing. It's a whole thing. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's a little bit weird.
All right, okay. Hey, how's Petunia? Is she okay? Did she
Yeah,
pass?
I think she's okay. Yeah, she seemed to survive it.
Okay.
Survive it, if you know what I mean.
Is that like the visitor? I'm very confused by all these bunny ears. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not.
We'll talk about it. We'll meet up with Petunia. We'll talk about it. We'll go back and.
But she's safe.
I think so. Yeah, I think she's alright. I saw her. She seemed to be okay. She was running around, screaming a little bit.
That sounds
I
normal.
think she was scared. You seemed a little bit more calm. We watched from afar and you seemed a little bit more centered. But
we're gonna meet up now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna go back. We're gonna head back.
Okay.
So you do. You all of you meet up, and Maven Phaedra looks at you. How was your journey?
It was great.
Good. Any insights that you want to pass on about your journey?
Well, I thought that the whole purpose, just speaking with Maven Olive, that this was a self journey.
Oh yes, it is whatever it needs to be.
I feel like I'm only going to tell you what you already know, so...
It's very wise. It's very wise. Let's return and let's have some food. You can share your experiences over food and perhaps see your loved ones again and share if you want. This way. And she turns and she leads you back towards the camp. You guys make your way back and you arrive at the same time as them. It took you a little bit longer to find your way around, but you do get back
We
to
came
camp.
back.
You all arrive at the same time. There is Maven Phaedra sits and she starts preparing food, and she does so quietly. And Maven Olive sits there for a while. She doesn't say much. She's like whittling on that little statue again. But you guys have an opportunity to have a conversation.
So how did it go? What did you guys do? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. It was some pretty scary stuff. Just, they gave us hallucinogenics, so they put us, on a self journey.
And I think my bun was rotten.
Oh, gross. Well, it's a good thing I collected a bunch of food while we were on our walk.
Oh, really? Oh, thank God. I don't trust their food.
I'm still gonna try another one.
Yeah, I think you need another one. How was your test?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't good.
Did you guys pass?
I don't know. I think that's for us to know.
I might be a snow weasel now.
What do you mean?
What?
I just don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay. Leah, get her some food.
Yeah. Okay. Can you just like a handful of berries and some water try to get
So at this point,
sobered up?
while you're giving her food, Maven Phaedra finishes what she's doing, and she's like, eat, rest. You have the rest of the day to contemplate what you have experienced. We'll begin again in the morning. And she disappears inside into her little hut, leaving you and Maven Olive.
So, Maven Olive, do you go out exploring through these woods very often?
I'm very familiar with the woods, yes.
Oh, that's weird. We went for a walk and there was some sort of like creek thing. Have you been down there yet?
I know what you're speaking of. Yes, that is one of the entrances to the temple.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So it's like a back door to that entrance area we saw when we first came here?
Yeah. But that is also protected.
Protected
Yeah,
by
we
what?
could-
I'm pretty sure there's gnolls out there.
Shit, glad we didn't run into those.
Make a deception check.
17.
Yeah, she's like, well, you don't want to. They're tough business, and they're kind of dicks.
Okay.
Are you scared of them? Maybe
I'm not scared of them. I don't want to bother. It's kind of. I'd like to go into the temple. It's been a while since I've been able to go down there, and that's where I used to, hang out with Pete the Wolf. Hang out there, share some stories, howl at the moon. Can't do that anymore.
Oh, it's too bad. It seems like such a nice place.
Is Pete the Wolf still there?
He's in the woods somewhere.
Will he let me ride him too?
No.
Oh.
Don't you ask again.
I just had to ask. You don't know unless you ask.
What are you carving there?
Oh, Pete the Wolf. She's carving.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so at that point, Maven Olive's like, actually, speaking of, and she looks up in the sky. It's time for my afternoon hangout with Pete the Wolf. And she stands up and she slowly starts walking away quietly and awkwardly, and then she just transforms into a wolf and goes off into the woods. And she's...
She's growing on me.
Definitely gnolls out there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many?
We only saw three, but they were guarding this weird, I don't know, I guess it was a entrance area, stairs that go down underground. They were super, super protective of it, though we were lucky to get out.
So if we were to go back, we'd all have to go together.
For sure. I did
but it
make
looks
notes
dangerous.
of where it is.
Okay.
So hopefully we can find our way back there fairly
Yeah,
quickly if we do
you've
decide
traveled
to
the
go
way,
back.
so you know how to get there very easily. It would take you a very short time now. Probably 20 minutes at most to get there.
Okay. When should we try to investigate? Maybe tonight?
I don't know. Do you think they'd still be around at night? Do I have any...
Make a nature check.
Yeah. So that is 19? Or sorry, no, 16. I keep looking at the wrong thing.
Their sleep cycles are pretty regular. They would do the same as you. They would take rotation shifts. They can take where they can see in the dark. They're capable in both, so
Okay.
there wouldn't be an advantage for one or the other in your opinion.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'd still be there now. With the cover of dark, it's not going to be much better than during the day, but I think I could still lead us back there if we did want to go.
But are you guys feeling okay? Like,
I
you
don't
guys
want
need
to
a
do
rest?
training tomorrow. If we go to the temple, maybe I won't have to do training. I can skip it. And become straight. I can be a Maven.
I think the training was good. It seemed right in the beginning, but at the very end, it was no longer Kindred Spirits. It was something else.
Well,
Snow
you
weasels.
said they made you take. You said they made you take hallucinogenic drugs. Maybe you just got a bad trip there near the end.
No, I could feel it. It was a difference, you know.
Different than-
I mean, not that I know what trips are like, but
Right.
if I were to have a trip, I feel like it wouldn't be that. It went seriously wrong. Like
How would you know that?
I don't know. I'm just nature guess.
I've never done grass, but I feel like I kind of know how it would feel, right?
Yeah.
All right, I don't know about that.
Babe, you think of things, right? Like you were an adventure tour guide. You haven't been everywhere, but you're good at that, right?
True.
You haven't
and with
been in every
bats
woods,
and,
but you still know kind of what a woods is gonna be like.
Just trust me. Don't eat the bun.
No buns.
No
way.
Smell it first.
Okay.
That's your solution to everything.
smell it.
Smell it.
So are you guys gonna head out there?
So I think if we're gonna have to do it tonight because
Not gonna have much time during the day. The way that Maven Phaedra kind of leads you around on a leash.
because it's afternoon now, right?
Yeah.
So we have some daylight.
Yeah, you've got a good couple of hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're left alone.
Are you feeling okay though?
Yeah, I'm okay. When I kick the ground, I'm down. I'm feeling down. Maybe some wine.
Maybe some stabbing things will make you feel better.
Yeah.
Maybe you just need to let out a good rage.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm here for the rage.
Oh,
She's finally learning.
maybe To control it, you must unleash it.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so you guys, Leah, you lead them back to that point in the woods, which is now only about 20 minutes, and you cut in a different direction. Like the way they went before was kind of like a cellar, and you're going the other direction towards the camp, or towards the entrance to the temple. It takes you 20 minutes to get there, and you get to this outcropping of trees where you took cover before, and you look out, and they're still there. They're wandering around. They're sitting around now. It looks like they're just eating like fresh, like they just grabbed a rabbit and just started eating it raw. And they're sitting around, and they rip into it, and they pass it back and forth to each other. And they're having some kind of conversation. And you guys can make stealth checks.
Oh my god.
Wow. 13.
I have 8, but I just want to check on something because I took Natural Explorer.
Yeah.
It's you get to choose a favored terrain, and when you make an intelligence or wisdom check related to your favored terrain, your proficiency bonus is doubled if you're using a skill that you're proficient in.
Okay. So you're proficient in stealth?
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
just for future, because like,
Okay.
yeah,
That's
I
good to know.
have, like I do nature rolls a lot, and
Yeah.
I could do that for intelligence.
So forest is your favorite terrain? Okay. All right, just keep that in mind. All right, so what was your
22.
roll? 22?
Oh, no.
What did you get?
Finally.
Oh, I rolled 14.
7.
8.
Okay. So the people that have been here before, you're like, okay, we know this place inside and out. Now all you need to do is go to that tree, and you need to go, and so you're both directing. And at that point, you guys, you're about 60 feet away, because you're at that same place, and the gnolls stand up.
Oh, no.
They
Oh my
see
God, we
you,
should have planned
they grab
this.
their spears, and they start barking. "Ah!"
Okay.
And they start to run, and we'll take a break.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
we're
on.
on.
Oh, we're just so stoked. We're like,
We're all checking out our phones right
Yeah,
now.
thank you to
Checking out
everyone
the
sending us
tweets.
stuff on Twitter.
thank you. This is amazing.
You
Like
pretty cool
drawings
people.
and minis. Oh, it's so exciting.
Okay, so we're missing one
kidding.
mini on the
Oh
map.
shoot, that's me.
Where are we?
Oh,
we
are
need
you done
you.
with this? I'm gonna.
Here, we'll
This
move
is-
that. Here, I'll
Hey,
go.
just move the tree off there, actually. That's
Oh,
fine. Yeah.
Okay, we were in
That was just where you were trying to hide.
Cool.
Okay, so we're going. I'm off camera, obviously, but I'm going to be doing the maneuvering. So this is our first combat, and this we'll see how this goes. We have done a run through, but this is going to be their first experience with it. So just 1 second here.
Yeah, review spells.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
All right, so as you can see, we've got kind of the gnolls on the far side there. They're the ones guarding that entrance there. And you can see your heroes. We have, for the viewers at home, we have Petunia, who is green. Orange is Shriella. Purple is Van. And yellow is Leah. So those are the characters. That was Shannon's idea. Pretty clever because you can see them pretty well who they are. All right, so let's everyone roll initiative, and let's see how everyone does.
Oh, okay, well, now I don't feel so bad.
Man,
You guys get
I got 3.
I rolled a
3.
1.
So 18.
Okay, you're first. Well, out of us anyway. I got a 10. So, I'll
10
write
plus
this
your-
down. So,
Man, oh man.
All right, so what do we got?
so
Van.
Van got 19. You said
18.
18. Leah have 10. Then we've got Petunia.
No, it's, oh yeah, no, me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
First,
Petunia,
that's right.
did you
Yeah,
roll?
Petunia. Pardon me?
What was your roll?
3.
3. And we have Shriella. You had 2.
I rolled a 1.
So what's your?
Oh,
your,
right, but so 3 altogether.
Yeah. Okay, so 3. You're both 3.
No,
No,
you
no,
rolled
oh
a
wait, I
3,
did do
so
my
you
initiative.
rolled
So
a
it's 6, sorry, I'm
6.
6.
Okay.
Should we add this?
Yes.
Yeah, you add your initiative.
So you have 20.
20,
All right.
yeah. 20.
Okay.
Damn.
So Van at 20, Leah at 10, Petunia at 6, and Shriella at 3.
All right, they are going. They are going on 11.
Okay,
So they
they're-
are just before me. We've got the bad guys, the gnolls at 11.
Okay.
Okay, so.
That's all written down.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Van.
Yeah, just write Van,
Gnolls.
gnolls, Leah, Petunia, Shriella.
Why do we
Petunia,
wait this?
Shriella.
You don't have to write it down.
No.
It's just the
your
order.
name.
It's just
Yeah.
for me.
All right,
yeah.
so top of the order.
So Van, you
Go, you're first.
Okay. So
They're way over there.
Remember, you have the sheets there that I printed out for you guys to reference
Yeah.
what you can do for your moves and your actions and such.
Okay.
Now you're gonna transform.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move. We can move 15 feet.
You can move 30 feet, I believe, with
30
your
feet?
character, so that's 6
Oh, yeah,
squares.
30.
And you
Yeah,
can move
move.
diagonally too.
Okay, I'll move 1, 2, 3. Oh shoot, this is not me.
I was like, thanks, babe.
Pick her up and carry her.
I'll take my woman. 4,
She does.
5, 6 here.
Okay. And what do you do with the rest of? You have your move, and now you can take any number of actions.
So do you have any bonus
So-
actions?
You can shoot a bow if you have one. You have your ability to inspire others with your bardic ability.
Yeah.
You can start
so
playing a song for somebody.
I will. Yeah, I do want to inspire Petunia.
Okay.
My horns go back up
you
because
run forward, you pull out your guitar, you start strumming, and you sing a song to inspire Petunia. What does that song sound like?
That sounds like.
Here's a song of inspiration for you. Take it, Petunia.
All right, so you
Alright.
get a
And a
D6
okay.
Inspiration dice.
Okay.
And
just-
Shriela, don't forget that you have that statue, which gives you the reroll if you need it, or an advantage, whatever you want to do with it.
Totally.
Okay, so that's your action. Who's next?
The Knolls.
The Knolls.
Oh, Knolls. All right, so they form up and they start charging. What's their speed? All right.
Slow.
Well, you can ask their speed.
Oh my gosh.
Same
Okay,
as
so
us.
we gotta count that. 5, 10,
30.
Oh.
Okay, so they're about the same speed as us, maybe.
So,
slower.
and these two are going to. Let's see what they got. They're going to hurl their spears at the bard.
Oh no, babe.
No, she moved right in
Big
there.
impression.
Well, we all have more health than we did last time.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
What is your armor class?
My armor class is 13.
All right.
Oh, nice, nice. One didn't get you.
So, no, they both hit you.
Oh,
so they hurl
man.
their spears across the bridge, and you're standing there running forward. You pull out your guitar, you strum, sing a beautiful song, and get nailed with 2 spears. Let's roll the damage for them.
D.
No, you.
Oh, he did.
Oh, he rolled it. Yeah.
Yay.
He determines your fate.
Determine it will.
So you take 11 points of damage as these spears impale you horrifically. You are badly wounded as they impact into your stomach, and one goes into, cuts the bottom of your leg. It grazes the calf muscle and cuts it open. You are really badly hurt.
Oh man.
Who's next?
That's me. Question, dude. I heal up my my hit points when I Oh no, it's you.
I'm actually.
Okay, never
next.
mind. I just.
You're just really
Yeah,
desperate
all-
to
I'm
rage.
just.
Everyone has their full hit points for this.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
yeah. So if you were wounded, you would have been. You took a short rest when you were eating and stuff like that.
Does anyone remember what the range on my longbow is?
Uh,
100?
I thought it was
160.
It goes
or something.
100.
600 is
to-
its maximum.
Yeah. One.
So pretty much this board is. in
Okay,
there.
Yeah.
well then I think I'm good.
So if you go up on that hill there, that's going to give you an advantage. So
Whoa,
that's a
right,
raised up
so
area.
yeah.
Okay, I'm going there.
That's where I'm going.
And yeah, I assume
It's
I
easy.
can-
Yeah, pretty much the whole board is within the range of your bow.
Okay. And I can also hit these guys too. Though.
Yeah.
I'm going to use. I have a spell called Hail of Thorns. It's a bonus action. Duration 1 minute. The next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack before the spell ends, this spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from your ammunition. In addition to the normal effect on the target, so what I hit them for, each creature within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw
Okay.
and take a d10 piercing damage on fail.
Nice.
So I'm gonna
So your
cast that.
arrow turns into you're shooting a spell at them basically. Okay. Go ahead. Take your
and
shot.
I'm
So
gonna-
is that a bonus action to cast that spell?
Bonus action to cast
Okay.
that, and then I'm gonna shoot this
Okay.
guy.
All right, go for it.
So I rolled a hit first. Oh, 8, and what do I add to that again?
Your longbow bonus.
Oh, so 13.
All right, so you take the shot with the bow, and it sears like straight towards him, hits him dead center mass. But the armor that he's wearing, that he's stitched together, it just soaks it all up, and it hits him. The arrow sticks in, and he just smacks it off. Does the spell still go off if you fail to do damage?
It's next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack.
So you didn't technically hit him. He didn't do any damage. So he just knocks it off before the spell can take effect.
Okay.
All right.
And
but you have advantage because you're on a
yeah.
higher level. So you're up about 15 feet in the air.
That's worse.
Okay. So you don't pull off the shot or the spell.
Okay. And I have 2 spells per day. Can I use the same spell twice?
Yep.
Or...
All right. Who's next?
That would be me. No, I won't look at it now, but I do need a player's handbook because I forgot to level something up. I don't think I need it yet.
What?
I just
start
forgot to
looking it up
check
while
into
you
my
No,
raid.
I already.
It was a rage.
You're good.
Oh, but
It doesn't change.
it doesn't change on
No.
second. Okay. Let's look at that.
So what are you? What
I'm
are you
gonna
doing?
move. I'm gonna move 20. My max is 25 feet speed.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so I gotta count this now because my range is 20.
25 feet away.
They're 20?
Is it 20? Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so I don't take a disadvantage then. I'm still within range. I'm
Alright.
gonna hit him with my javelin.
All right. So you run forward, charging, and hurl a javelin at him.
Okay.
Go ahead.
18.
Oh yeah, that is a hit.
Yeah.
So roll your damage.
Roll the damage, and then I have this the d6.
That's
so
not to damage.
not
though.
to damage. Okay.
No.
Okay. My javelin. Yeah, okay, it's just a d6, but plus 5 times 4.
It'd be plus 2.
Plus 2.
Yeah.
Why does it say? Okay. 2 plus 2.
So 4.
4.
So you hurl this javelin and it wobbles across the bridge, and it hits the corner of his shoulder, pierces straight through the armor, and cuts a big chunk into his arm. And he slumps over a little bit and snarls at you and points at you with a long clawed finger and howls.
It is a plus 5
To hit.
To hit. Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Shriela.
Whew. Okay, so 35. So no. Okay.
Just from the chat, someone said that the spell stays around, so you can shoot another one and hit. It's active for as long as until you hit, I guess.
Okay, so the spell works, and then if I hit another one within the next minute or whatever.
Yeah.
It was a minute, I think. Yeah. Okay.
So what are you doing, Shriela?
Okay, so I think I'm just going to, because you're really badly injured.
Your wife is bleeding horrifically.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're almost dying. Okay. So, actually, what I'm gonna do is 5, 10, wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna get behind you, and I reach down and grab a pinch of dirt, and I'm going to bestow Leah with the Long Strider spell, which means that she can go further. She can her speed increases by 10 feet for an hour.
Do you want to give it to her instead? She's probably not
She has
moving.
25 feet, and I can already move 30, plus I hit ranged attacks mostly.
So,
And I'm
and so
melee
I was
advantage.
over here,
This is
obviously,
yeah.
and I placed my hand on Petunia's back, threw dirt in her face, and was like, "Go with the wind!"
Okay.
All right. So your movement is now 35 feet. Awesome.
I'm just gonna.
Okay, so that is your action. Was the
Nice.
spell a bonus action or
No,
an
that was my action.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and top of the order, right?
All right. Yeah. So I don't want to move. Can I just like cast a spell?
Sure.
You
Yeah.
could also attack and then move.
Yeah,
if
you could
wanted
attack
to.
from there and then.
So
and
if
then
you
move
wanted to
away.
retreat so you don't get murdered.
Dodge.
I
You're pretty badly hurt, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll attack first, and I want to
throw a thunder wave.
Okay.
Each creature in 15. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
so
a
you'd have to be
15-foot
15-foot
cube.
cube originating
that's
from
all of us.
you.
So you'd have to move closer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta go.
So you can move here. Yeah.
Yeah, you can move diagonally, so that would just be.
So it's 10 feet.
10 feet.
Okay. So then you cast a spell. All right. So you.
Shouldn't I go one closer? So
Yeah,
that
so then we're
it
not.
hits them both.
But we don't want to be
It
in
hits
range.
them both already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we don't want to be in the range of the.
You're not.
Oh, okay.
It's
It
a,
would
it's a
be
cube in
like
front.
Okay.
yeah, that much. So,
Okay,
you'd
so
be
you start to play your spell song, and you weave it through your music, singing a powerful blast. You sing at the top of your lungs, and a blast comes out of you, and starts like you can hear the bridge rattling as it goes across the bridge, and they both have to make saving throws. Neither of them make it. So you do your damage against them.
It's
It's a
D8,
D8.
I think.
D8, yeah.
This?
nope. This one and this one.
Yeah.
6 and 7.
So 13. And they get blasted back 10 feet. Boom! The spell goes off and they fall prone back here. Okay, they're pretty badly hurt, but they're still up. Like, they're still conscious and not dead.
Okay.
It's
their turn.
Their actions, so their actions are to
sorry, did you want to move back?
Yeah, do you want to? You have 20 feet of movement left.
Okay, yeah, I do want to move back.
Good news.
You don't have to do that. You can just go diagonally, so it would be 5 and there you go.
20. Yeah.
I think you can go one more than that actually. Over here.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can she go 25 or 20?
20.
20. Yeah,
feet.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so these guys' actions, that because they had to stand up, thankfully for that spell, but they charged 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, but that's all they can do because they were knocked prone. That's as far as they get this round. This guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's going to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, and he runs up the side of the hill towards you but doesn't get an attack yet. You see him clambering up the side of this embankment. He's kind of running on all fours because they don't have weapons now. They're going to be attacking with their claws and their bites.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so now I guess it's my turn. Shoot, now I kind of gotta attack that guy.
So he hasn't attacked you yet. You're not engaged with him, so you don't have to do a disengage action because he's not actually attacked you yet.
Okay, so I could still shoot them, or
You have to take a step
actually,
back to do
Okay.
it, though.
I'll still be on the hill.
You don't get the bonus though because he's pretty much like he's
He's right.
he's like 5 feet in front of you up the side of the hill. So you have enough time to shoot an arrow at him and then move.
Okay.
Unless you want to stand your ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand my ground. Can I attack him with my short sword?
Sure.
Instead? Go, 13? No.
No, you slash and it hits the front side of his armor, cuts it. You see the hide kind of slash away and rip and tear, but it doesn't cut through. Who's next?
That would be me. Am I in melee range? Let's see. Longsword. Doesn't actually say my range.
Of what?
Of longsword.
You have to be in the
Right,
same, like,
right in the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna move 1.
Do you want me to move you up
Yeah,
here?
I'm gonna move 1. I'm gonna use a reckless attack, which means I get an advantage on my melee attack.
Okay.
So let's see. Let's hope I hit this guy. Okay, 2. I'm glad I took the reckless attack. 18. Oh, 19. Okay.
Plus
So
5 to hit. So you're using
plus-
your longsword?
Yep.
Are you using your shield right now? You probably
Yes,
are.
I am. Probably.
Okay.
I have my shield.
So you slash at him, and you hit him. You cut through the armor. Roll your damage against him.
1.
Plus your strength.
Plus my strength. Oh yeah. Okay. So 3. Yeah.
All right. So you jam that blade, and it goes about 2 inches into his gut, and you lift it up a little bit, and you hear the leather creak and the flesh rip as you pull it back out again. And he snarls and growls and spits on you. Do you want to move again, or are you going to stay where you are?
I might actually. I might disengage. I'm gonna move. Can I get my full? Do I get my full movement?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then
So you still have, you only move 5 feet, so.
35.
I
Oh,
still
you
have 30 feet.
Yeah.
I might actually.
Except though you're engaged now, so you'd have to disengage to get out. So you have to stay where you are.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Yeah. That's okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Don't want to rage.
Yeah.
So it's a bonus action.
I'm gonna I'm gonna actually start my rage now.
All right.
I'm raging. Yeah.
All right. So Petunia starts spitting and howling, and she actually, whoever's close, you can all make perception checks when she does this. You've seen her go into a rage before. Make a perception to see what you think.
15.
6.
Do I also get to roll?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, 7.
So you're close.
Mm-hmm.
You hear it. You guys don't. You hear this, like, the growl that she normally does. It's kind of this high-pitched growl anyway, but it sounds like she sounds like some kind of weird, like, weaselly kind of sounding whimper, growl, snarl. It's different than she normally sounds.
What are you doing?
But that's all you notice at this time. Okay, so who's next?
Triella.
It is my turn. Okay. Ooh, you're pretty badly hurt. I think I'm going to. Sorry. Go 5, 10. And I'm gonna be ready. So I have my shield out, and I'm ready if anyone attacks.
Okay.
Van.
You don't want to cast a spell or anything like that? You just want to.
She's got 6 health left.
Yeah.
So you can save the spell?
They
You can-
hit her
you
for
can-
11 last
11
time,
left.
but it's up to you.
I know. I guess I can.
Definitely one more hit would take her out.
All right, I better cure ya.
I guess
so, babe.
And you guys are
Kill
in the
babe.
range. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Alright, so
Okay.
roll a d8 and add your casting modifier.
Nope. Yeah. So 10.
Alright, so Shriela comes up next or right in front of Van, and you just grab her by the hand and you close your eyes and you channel the power of nature straight through you, through your hands and into her body, and the wounds start to seal shut, and it hurts so bad, but you get that nice cool menthol afterwards, and it's nice and relaxing.
Yeah.
So you heal 10 hit points of your wounds. Okay, who's next?
Next is Van.
Moi.
Up in the order.
What am I gonna do? Oh my god. I'm going to attack this guy.
Okay,
So I move.
charge forward. Yeah, you can get in there, no problem. Alright, make your attack roll. You using your rapier?
I am using, yes, the rapier.
Okay, go ahead, make your attack roll. D20.
10 plus 1
4.
plus 4. 15, because I have plus 1 too.
So you jab as hard as you possibly can, and it ricochets off the side of his armor, and you can hear the puncture, but it just kind of grazes along the side of the armor and doesn't cut through. These guys are wearing really thick
Dang it.
hide armor over their bodies. Next.
Wait, can
Oh.
I still do? Oh no, never mind. No, no.
Okay.
Next up are the Knolls.
The Knolls, okay. So they each attack someone in front of them, and they are going to bite. So they just lunge down straight at you. He's basically trying to put your head in his mouth, Petunia, and he's going to try to just nip it right off. What's your armor class?
16.
He does so successfully.
Oh no!
But you're raging,
Yeah. So,
so
that
you
takes
take. This is a piercing attack, so you take half damage.
half damage. Yeah.
So he does 4 points of damage. You only take 2. He does bite down, like he's huge compared to you. He bites down into your shoulder, and you can like feel a bone kind of crack inside your collarbone as he bites super hard, but it doesn't hurt at all. You're just like a zone of red.
Like my neck feels better.
Thank you.
I was gonna do that anyways.
And then the attack on Van.
Dang it.
What's your armor class?
13.
So he lunges forward with a bite as well, and you duck down as low as you possibly can, and his head goes right over, and you hear like a wet snap as his jaws close, and you can like feel the breath over your head, and it kind of drools on top of you a little bit.
Oh.
And this one attacks you, Leah.
14.
He hits you.
Dang it. And he's using the green dice.
Yeah.
Doesn't
And
make
he
sense.
does 3 points of damage as he bites you, and he just gets your arm and you pull it away, and then in the nick of time, and he just grazes. His teeth scrape along the left side of your arm, and it stings, but it's not too bad.
I'm next. Unless they're doing anything else.
Nope,
Okay.
but he is in melee with you now, so you have to disengage unless you're going to melee fight with him.
So can I attack after I disengage, or just have to disengage and then
Disengage is your action.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna try again with the short sword.
Okay.
No luck. 12.
Again, you jam that short sword and you can't get it through his armor, and he's tall, so you can't hit any vital spots. He's got probably a foot on you.
Okay.
You just can't get through it. He's really fast. He moves to the side and dodges when you hit him, and it just hits the flat side of your blade, and you just can't penetrate through that armor. All right, who's up next?
Next.
Would be me.
Petunia.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit again with my longsword, and I
So
get
you're raging now.
I get a +2 to my my attacks. Oh,
Let's
and
see
I
your
get
damage.
no +2 to Oh yeah, sorry. I get a +2 to melee strength attacks,
Yeah.
and I also get a +2 to the damage, plus my attack bonus.
So you're at
Yeah.
+6.
Okay, so
That
9,
hits.
9, 10, 11, 12.
So you just leap in the air and you slash with all of your strength, and you hit him. Roll your damage.
So it's a D8, 7, 8, 9.
10,
9
11 because of your rage.
Well, no, it's a 7, so +2 to damage, right? Oh, plus my my attack bonus, my strength bonus, yeah. So that.
11 points. So you leap up and you lunge forward as hard as you can. You can see her like push up, and she jumps, maybe like a half foot because she's small. But she drives her sword as hard as she can, and she hits him right in the sternum, and you hear a crack, and his eyes go wide. And you just hang on to the sword, and with your weight, you drag it.
Swing back and forth. I'm like, yeah.
And you can hear cracking and popping as his armor and chest splits open, and you let him go, and he falls into the water, and he's just kind of floating away in the creek.
Bye bye.
KO.
All right, so who's up?
Shriela.
I'm next. I can't really get in there, can I?
I don't know if you need
I
to
don't think
either.
No, you
No,
can't
yeah.
get in there.
This guy's been hit.
Has he?
Okay. Has he been hit yet? Has he
No.
been hit?
No.
Is he full strength?
He's
Yeah.
at full strength.
I just know magic! I'm not a fighter!
Oh man.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so I'm gonna move 5,
Your leg. It's okay.
10, 15. And can I be...
So you'd have to be next
What?
to him to melee attack him. You have to be like at least 1 for there.
Alright. I'm going to grab my quarterstaff.
Just because you're newer at this game, if you actually
come up this
behind,
way. Oh,
you get an advantage
yeah.
because you're coming up from behind, and he's engaged currently with Leah.
Okay, and as I run up, I grab my mistletoe and shamrock leaf from
All
my
right.
explorer pack, and I use shillelagh.
Shillelagh. All right, so you basically take those out of your pouch and you jam them across the quarterstaff, and they start to grow into the quarterstaff, and you can now use your wisdom bonus instead of your strength.
Die! And I
All right, so you get to roll 2 d20s and choose the higher of the
So that was 13. And that was 4, so 13.
2. 13 plus.
Plus my 1 attack, so...
no,
4.
but you add your wisdom now.
Oh, right! Haha!
So you would actually get +5 to that now.
Okay.
So 18.
18.
All right, so you clobber him right in the back, in the base of his neck. You hit him with all your strength, with not your physical strength, but the power of your body and your mind, and you crack him in the back. So go ahead, roll your damage with that. It's a D8 plus I think 3 now.
2, so 5.
All right, crack! He stumbles forward a little bit, didn't see you coming, and turns around and snarls and hisses at you. But he's still paying attention to her right now. So, whose turn?
Van.
Van.
Moi.
All right,
Yeah.
Van.
So I want to move.
So you're disengaging.
So I want to come over here to attack him with
Okay.
another thunder wave, but I don't want to hurt her.
You can just cast it
You
right in
could just
front of
cast it there then, yeah.
you. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't hurt
No,
her?
it would
Oh,
be
okay.
like
It's in
Like
front.
this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you'd
right.
actually affect her if you went the
okay.
other way.
All right.
Sure. I wasn't
So,
sure
yeah,
about
just-
that either. It was just like a radius around.
No, it's
It's a cube in front.
Nah,
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you cast the spell. You again scream at the top of your lungs as you belt out a power ballad of battle, and he's gonna make his save. He does this time. He puts his feet down. He bends his knees and he readies himself, and blam! He gets blasted. His feet. You can hear his claws raking along the bridge, but he still takes damage. He takes a D8 of damage.
He doesn't move back any.
No,
That's a D8.
Okay.
he resisted that part of the spell.
Oh, nice.
6.
Okay, so you hear a thunderous clap and boom, and again you hear the boards of the bridge ricochet and ripple, and he's kind of almost goes back, but he maintains his standing. He doesn't go further back. He's pretty badly hurt though. You can see he's definitely been bamboozled by the blast of your spell. All right, whose turn?
Now it is the Knolls.
All right, so he just continues his attack on you, on Leah.
Can I move backwards? Or is it too
No,
late?
because you cast a spell,
Oh, okay,
so you can't
gotcha.
disengage right now. So he lunges at you and bites, and you can feel a nip right at your neck, but he just misses. Like you hear the clap of his teeth underneath your ear, but he misses. And then he attacks.
This one.
Yeah, the other one attacks the maniacal gnome, because she clearly can do some damage. What's your armor class?
It's 16.
He hits you again.
Oh, great.
You
So
take half damage. So 1. He bites you, and again, you can feel like these tears just cut through your armor and into your flesh. Don't feel anything. It hardly does anything to you at all.
Like, that's all you got!
Okay, who's up?
I am.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's still paying attention to me, or?
Yeah, but you have advantage because you're surrounded on both sides. So you're kind of weaving and ducking and around him.
Yeah,
so
but
you
I don't have enough room to
Yeah.
fire a bow at him, so I will attempt again
And you have
to stab
advantage.
this guy. 15. Oh, nat 20.
Okay, so that's a critical hit, so roll damage twice and then add your modifier.
Oh wait, D6.
D6, I think, is a short
yeah.
sword.
1. So 4, and then I add.
Your dexterity, I think it's a masterful weapon.
So 7.
Alright, so he gets hit in the back of the head and he stumbles forward, and as he does, you jam your sword right into his gut and twist, and you hear him and pull it out, but he's still standing.
Okay.
Whose turn?
Dang, it's mine.
Petunia.
It's mine. Now, will I be at a disadvantage because he's engaged with Van right now on melee attacks, or is that just range attacks?
No, they're both in melee, so you would get advantage if you were flanking, if you're behind him.
But am I at disadvantage because she's in my
Well,
my
are
range?
you engaged with him now, or no?
Yeah, I'm engaged
He
because
was
I'm
just
diagonal.
attacking you, yeah.
Yeah.
You can, if you can make a acrobatics
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
You're raging right now. No,
Yeah.
you can't plan strategically right now. You are just seeing red.
I'm like,
So you kill a guy, you turn another guy to kill.
Yeah, that makes sense. I might move though, so I'm not.
If you move within
Right.
his space, he gets an attack on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna try to hit him. Woo! Nat 20! Try and hit him.
So
Plus my attack bonus of 4.
you are rolling your damage.
24.
So 2d8, add them together. and
Okay.
then- So go ahead.
3, 7 and 3.
So 10, and then add 4, so 14. So she does the same thing. She just cuts that guy, and then she brings her sword down. He falls into the water, and then she just turns and does this insane snow weasel leap into the air, and with one swoop of her sword just lops his head right off. She jumps so high, and you land on top of his headless body, and you're just still seeing red everywhere. He's laying there twitching.
And I do a cackle of malicious glee. I'm like, that sounds like a witch.
Oh yeah!
That's awesome.
All right, who's up?
Next is
It's me.
yes.
So this has been hit twice.
Yeah.
Yes.
12 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to be very.
You're pretty tough.
I have to be
Okay,
very
go ahead.
careful. Okay, so I know I can do wild shape. Does that allow me to fight like an animal, or is that more-
Yes, that allows you to turn it, and because you follow the path of the moon, you can turn it into a wolf, and then you would attack it as a wolf. And I will give you those stats if you prefer to attack that way.
Let's do it.
All right, so you've not seen this before. She's never done this before. All of a sudden, she just exactly like Maven Olive did. She just her body just kind of, and you can hear like the cracking of bones as like instantaneously she lowers herself to the ground and stretches out and turns into this. Her face just kind of shoots out with a wolven mouth. And you are now a wolf. You attack with a wolf bonus, and I'll tell you what that bonus is.
Wolf bonus.
I think we should, in life, should get wolf bonuses to everything.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Wolf, so you get a bite attack, so you get +4 to hit. And go ahead and make your attack roll. And you get advantage because yeah,
Yeah, my advantage roll. So
because you're flanking them.
Oh, damn it. 4. Alright, here we go. 13,
Plus
so plus 4 is 17.
You hit him, so you get to roll damage at 2d4 plus 2. And if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 11 strength throw. Yeah, so it does. You can pull it down to the ground essentially.
So 2d4, so I can never read these.
What is this?
So 3,
Okay.
and then roll again.
1.
4.
Four.
So you do 6 damage. And not only that, you lunge and you bite him at like the side, and you tear into his like the meaty flesh. You can taste fur in your mouth. Tastes delicious.
Oh, yum.
And you shake your head, and he just goes through the air and lands on the ground on his back, and you're just like ripping away all the armor. And he's really badly hurt, and he's on his back right now. Whose turn?
Oh, it's
It's
Van's
actually
mine.
Van's. If you want to attack that guy while he's down.
You would get advantage because he's on his back.
Oh, come over here.
Yeah.
And then I just attack him.
Just like a normal.
Yeah.
With your
Yeah.
with your rapier?
Yeah.
So go ahead, make your d20 roll, and you get to roll twice, taking the better of the 2.
12.
So 12
12.
plus
4.
Oh,
Plus
4,
four?
5.
5
plus
plus 5.
So you run up and you see,
It's
kind of run up the
17.
side of this embankment, and you see your wife, who is now apparently a wolf. That's a new thing. And I'll talk about that in your relationship. And you jam the rapier into him. So go ahead, roll your damage.
That one, yeah.
8.
Ooh.
And
That's what you get.
he's like snarling, and he's trying to pull the wolf off of him, and he's kind of his head is back to, so he leans his head back and sees you running up the hill, and you just jam it in between his eyes, and you hear a squelch, and he just goes limp immediately, and you finish him off.
Die, you bastard.
Yeah. Woo! Oh
All
yeah.
right.
Ow!
And then 20 more run out of the cave.
No, 30 actually. So you finish off those gnolls very quickly. It only lasts about 30 seconds before they're all dropped. You're still in wolf form. Do you want to change back, or are you going to stay the way you are?
Let me ride you.
Petunia, there could be more.
And I understand you strangely.
No, you don't.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
My hair bristles. I'd like to stay in animal form in case
Okay.
there's more.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing? You don't have to
Pet
move
my
yourself
woman.
really on. We're kind of out of combat at this point, so you can just
Okay.
we can just narrate what you want to do now.
I'm gonna loot this guy that we just stabbed in the head.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop raging.
Okay.
Stop reading. You're gonna loot the guy you're standing on. The guy without a head.
I'm still dancing on his corpse.
Right.
So because I'm still in a wolf and I have like my mind is still mine. Can I smell them and see if I can? Because I'm going to be more animalistic with scent and see
Man,
if
you guys love sniffing things.
of course,
Give it a sniff.
and see if I can get any clues from there, or try to sense if there's more waiting.
You can just do you get a special ability as a wolf too. Just let me tell you what that is. So we'll make sure that the next time we play that we have that information available to you, because that's probably what you're going to turn into the most.
Probably, yeah.
Because it gives you some cool abilities. So you have the ability to keen hearing and smell. The wolf has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell. So you get advantage on those right now.
Okay.
So why don't you go ahead and make your perception check. And you get to roll it twice and take the higher.
That's a 9. And that's a 13. So 13.
Okay.
Then plus my mod?
Yeah.
So that's 18 then.
Alright. So you move away from the knoll just because the smell is very strong and you want to clear the air. So you go across the bridge a little ways and you just go quiet and listen. Down the stairs, you can hear something down there. You're not sure what it is. It's not as heavy-footed, but there's something coming up the stairs.
Oh man.
Can I
Can you tell
communicate?
us?
As a
No, you have to.
I'd have to transform back,
Yeah.
hey? Okay.
Oh. No, nothing.
I know what it is.
Okay, so I run back as
Okay.
a wolf.
Yeah.
I revert
Back to your form.
back to my form.
Nice.
You guys, something's coming right now from the bridge. It's not a knoll, but I don't know what it is.
From the stairs.
From the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So from the entrance to the temple.
Yes.
Okay. So we're no longer in combat, but we might possibly be in combat.
Do you guys want to go hide somewhere?
Yeah. Can we
Go hide by that tree there.
either by
Yeah.
this tree or here? Or something.
All right. So everyone make a stealth check.
I suck at stealth checks.
Oh my god.
Oh, I won.
Ooh, 16!
Never
happens.
two.
So
Wait, do I
Petunia's-
get advantage on that because I get the easy hiding?
Well, we have the
yes, I guess.
the
I don't
mask
know.
of the wild, which
yeah.
means that
Sure.
we don't really, we can just hide.
Sorry, I
If there's
forgot. I
any
picked up my
foliage.
javelin. I just wanted to make note of that.
Can you pull it out of the
Yeah.
body? All right.
What's my dark hood for? Hood?
Hood?
Dark hood. Oh, it's just the way your character looks, the way they dress. Doesn't do anything. Makes you look cool.
Fashionable.
Looking good, honey.
You can
So
pop
you
your
guys
head when you
all move towards that tree and hide. Petunia, you guys know, is making a lot of noise. Like she's still really
Dancing.
amped about the death and mayhem. So she's kind of jigging around the tree. She's like bouncing up and down.
Bring it on.
And
Can I hold her?
yeah, but she rolled.
It's not stopping.
You rolled a one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh no!
These things pour out.
Oh my
of
god, I have no more spells.
Giant spiders pour out, and you see this thing slithering up behind them. It's
What
a
the
giant
heck is that?
centipede.
Is it a carrion crawler?
No, it's a centipede.
Okay, so
No.
it's
Dead.
Yeah.
So they pour out of this. There's 3 of them, and they're like skittering along. They are
You're itchy.
for size comparison. They for standard somewhere 5.5 feet tall. They're up to your knees, so they are almost as tall as Petunia. They're about half your height. They're really big. And they are coming out, and they are moving towards you. They heard Petunia making snarling noises, and they are coming out in force.
I have no more spells.
I have one more spell left. Can I run up and do a thunder wave?
Sure can.
Okay. So I run up.
So that'll be your first free action, and then we go into combat again.
Right, that's the 15, right? 15 cube? Am I getting them all
so it'd
in?
be like here.
So if you go on top of that statue there,
Yeah, if you were here.
right there, then you can get all of them.
Oh, what up? Okay, and so...
So they have to make their save. You don't have to roll
Oh, yeah,
anything.
that's right. I'm just casting the spell. So,
Okay, so I gotta roll some dice here.
you gotta roll a d8.
Spider. It's a regular size spider.
The regular side, like a little one.
Okay, so
Step on the spider. So I pick up the spider in a cup and I carefully carry it.
To a different location.
You still have your long strider too because it's an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Just so you know.
What is it? What is
Only
it?
been
Is
about
it
30
a
seconds.
Constitution save? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. And one.
Tree probably takes 2 to move through.
What's the difficulty? It's 13.
Doesn't say.
It's whatever your spellcasting on your sheet.
Obviously, it's 13.
Okay.
Good luck.
So the two spiders in the the spider in the middle,
Yep.
and the centipede in front of you both get blasted by it. The other spiders dig their gross, disgusting legs into the ground, and they just kind of get rocked by it.
How many?
So the two go back down, tumbling down the stairs 10 feet. That one too, and they are prone, but they're not really, because they're not really prone creatures. They just stay upright.
Stay up.
And so they take 2d8 damage, so roll 2d8 damage against those two.
8. 5.
Okay, so they take 13 damage, and then
Yeah.
roll a d8 for those two spiders.
5. And 6. So 11.
Sorry,
just
it's 5
one
and
for
6.
the so
Oh,
5.
right, 5.
So 5 damage
Yeah.
to those two. Okay. All right, so bam! This huge cacophonous blast hits those
Yeah,
creatures.
just the 2 middle.
And the two in the middle tumble back, the other two dig in, and they stay where they are. Roll initiative for this.
Okay.
We all gotta roll.
17.
18.
3.
15.
Oh my god.
Oh, at least
So
you
5.
rolled
I
0.
got
Okay, so you've got
Okay,
I got
17,
20.
18, 19.
19, 20 for Van again.
I got.
Dang it.
I got 5.
Van first.
So Van's first.
I got 15.
You got 15. What'd you get, Leah?
17.
So Leah, Petunia.
Okay, so the
what did you roll?
spiders are going on 18.
So it's the same.
Same?
as last
It's
time.
the
Oh my
same
god,
order.
yeah.
And I'm just going to say the centipede goes in the same, so 18.
Okay.
Okay,
Who's
same
first?
thing.
Me,
First is
Van.
Van again.
It's the exact same order. That's funny.
Van goes first?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do?
I'm gonna
Do you
go.
have any spells left?
Nope.
I think
Nothing.
you do.
Really?
You have 3 per day now. It's your second level.
I
You
used
cast
to
2 thunder waves.
2 thunder waves.
Yeah,
And
you do.
the charm person guy.
You had a rest in between.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do another thunder wave.
Okay,
Or I
so
gotta
where are
go
you standing to
close
do
there.
it?
I'm gonna move.
You can go through us. I think.
Okay, I can move 30.
Okay. Yeah, that'll...
Oh man, but if I
Yeah, if
like
you go
just get
here,
there,
you can hit all of them.
yeah,
Okay.
I'll go here.
All right.
Do I hurt her?
No, you can move
No,
through her space.
we're all behind
It's
you.
always
Oh,
in
yeah.
front of you.
Yeah, we're all behind you now.
Alright, so I gotta make some saving throws again. So the spider on the left, spider on the right, the centipede down the stairs, and the spider down. They all fail their rolls. So they all take 2d8 damage as you blast them again, and they go back 10 feet
Nice.
further.
Yeah.
There's your 2d8.
This is
So
hard
they, well,
to...
just
10, just yeah, one
they
back,
go-
yeah.
10.
And that
This
guy's-
would gonna be like there. Or
Yeah,
there.
they're off.
Yeah, it's off the board.
That guy would be there.
He falls into
Yeah.
a hit of.
So 2d8 damage against them.
So roll.
So eat. So 6. 6.
So 12 damage to all of them. Bam! This thunderous
Damn.
clap hits. And those two that were in the middle that got blasted back already, you basically run up and blast them further. You just see them get blasted further down the stairs,
Yeah.
and they disappear into the darkness below. You're not sure if they're dead, if they're alive, but they're out of your vision now.
Chicken McFlurries.
So who's action now?
Next is the spider.
Here they come.
So big a spider.
So they pop up to the top.
They're so creepy.
They are pretty gross.
I don't understand why the gnolls are guarding a bunch of spiders.
Weirdos.
So they're each gonna fire webs.
Oh man.
So they hiss and spit. You hear this like chittering sound as they weave and spit out this like really mucousy, sticky web, and you're each getting attacked. So the first one on Julia. It shoots, and some of it splatters on your shoulder, but it goes behind you, and it just splatters on some rocks in the distance.
Phew.
The other one.
Raging, didn't I?
How long does your rage last for?
What
Oh,
is
yes.
your armor class?
13.
Okay, so it hits you dead center, and it
What?
covers your armor and everything like that, but it fails to like bind your arms together, so you're just covered in this sticky, smelly web, but it doesn't do anything to you.
Awesome.
And
Sweet stickiness, great.
yeah, so this centipede
Oh my god!
scurries up. You can hear 1,000 legs crawling, and it moves and it worms all its way up and lunges towards Van.
Oh man.
I don't think Shriela likes bugs.
Giant.
I like mammals.
All right, so it hits you
Dang it.
for 3 points of damage. It kind of rears up on all of its clawed legs, and it hisses as it bites into your shoulder. You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, you D20, and then that's +1 for whatever you roll.
5, 6, 7.
7.
So you feel the bite, and the bite, it stings, but all of a sudden you feel this inferno in your shoulder, and you immediately feel nauseous, and you vomit immediately. You are poisoned.
Oh man.
So this
I
is,
die.
you take 14 points of damage.
What?
As it's
Oh
as the
my
poison
God.
courses through your veins.
Oh yeah, we started
Well,
Friday.
she's unconscious. She has a few
she's
rounds
down.
unless somebody stabilizes her.
No, you've taken more than that because you took 3 first plus the 14.
So yeah, you're
I'm dead?
No,
Well,
you
you're dead.
You're
You're unconscious, so we'll tell you what to do.
You have a
next.
few rounds to.
You have death saves, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, Van drops,
rounds,
clutching her
yeah.
shoulder. Her whole body goes rigid under. She vomits all over herself and falls onto her back. And she's just laying on the ground, twitching and convulsing. You see her. She's inches from death.
Yeah, Shriela, you can still move though because you're not like bound, right?
Yeah. No, she's.
Yeah,
fine.
no, I
Okay.
can still move my
So
arm.
That's their actions.
I'm next. I'm gonna try to hit the centipede with my longbow. Oh, are you kidding?
Ooh.
Roll a 1, so that is 6.
All right. So you go to take a shot with your bow, and when you shoot the arrow, the fletching goes all the way along the inside of your arm, and you take a point of damage, and you
Okay.
completely miss. But you got this burn mark on your forearm.
Oh my god.
Who's next?
I might just.
Are you gonna move at all? You staying where you are?
Same where I am.
Okay.
I might range attack. 5, 10, 15, 20. I can still range attack from there.
You have one more rage today.
I know. I'm thinking.
You
Might
just saw,
just
you
use
just
it.
saw your bed.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just like, I'm like, why did I stop raging? I rage. So then I'm gonna run up there, even though he has poison damage, but it's just the better thing. So actually, maybe I'll get you to move me.
Sure.
So that's
So
5,
that-
10, 15, 20. But I can actually go farther because I still
Yeah,
have.
that's still an
I still have a spell. So just go right up to. Who
So-
did anybody hit
You
anyone?
would probably want to stop there because if you move further, they're gonna get attacks on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Here?
Yep.
which one did you hit?
They've all been
Been
hit.
hit. Okay,
They've all been
they've all
hit,
been
yeah.
hit.
Spells.
Okay, so I'll take this guy I'm directly across from.
Yeah.
The spider or the centipede?
I'm actually gonna hit this centipede because he's
Okay.
got poison.
Yeah.
So Q-Man. Oh, okay. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you lunge forward, screeching like a weasel, and you chop down with your sword one-handed, and you do chop off one of its legs, but it doesn't do any damage to it. It just kind of
Oh, man.
recoils a little bit, but it doesn't do
Yeah.
anything to it.
No.
Next.
Oh, that's me.
Do you have heals left?
I have no more spells left, friends.
So you can use, as you can see in your thing, you can use your action to stabilize somebody
Oh.
Where? Oh, you
Oh,
mean
yeah.
like my...
instead of like attacking
Oh.
or whatever. You can use your ability to stabilize.
Okay.
If she's not stabilized this round, then she has to make a death saving throw, which we'll get to if that happens.
Yeah, can I stabilize her
Yeah.
using
So
my
this would be a
healer
medicine
skill?
check.
Yeah.
All right. So you pull out some herbs from your kit and start applying them to this grievous wound.
I rolled a 4, but I have an advantage roll still from this, so can I use it?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
All right, the statue has been used.
No!
it's good timing.
Yeah.
You get
18!
All
Yay.
right.
Plus my mod of 3, so that's 21.
All right, so the fortune, you feel like your adventures last time, you reflect back on it, and you almost feel because you're distracted, but you remember that you had a really good zinger in there somewhere. You focus on that, and you salvage up the wound. You put some healing herbs into the wound to like negate the poison, and you are stabilized. You're still out, but you're not dying anymore.
okay.
Yeah. However, if one of them attacks you and you're probably dead. Okay, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Who's up?
Next is Ben.
So she lays there.
I just
So then it's some spiders.
Spiders, bugs.
Spiders, okay.
Spiders
They aren't able
first.
to use their webbing this round. So they are just going to attack. One attack. That spider, if you just move it, the other side, yeah, is going to go skitter around and attack Shriela. Yeah, right there, yeah. And so that's the first attack. What's your armor class?
13.
You are bitten by this spider.
Oh man.
And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
They're all poison.
I rolled a 7.
7 total.
7 total, yeah.
All right. You take. It bites you, and again, you get that feeling, and it's worse. Like, as soon as it punctures you, you almost pass out. Like, it just hits you, and all the strength just saps out of your body. You take 12 points of damage from this bite.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right.
Alright, well.
Who's up?
Alright.
Oh, the other one gets an attack on Petunia.
Great.
And the centipede still goes, too.
These guys are creepy.
We all got
Actually, this green
You're taking
dice
a
is
reckless.
rolling amazing for attacks, but terrible for saving.
I think the green dice is sexist.
Totally is.
Yeah.
Okay, it only does 3 points of damage to you, but you also need to make a saving throw. You're raging.
Yeah.
Does that give you advantage on saving throws or no?
Yeah, it does. But oh no, raging just gives me advantage on damage, right? So like
okay.
half damage, but
Okay, so you still take. Okay, so make your saving throw, your Constitution saving throw.
yeah, that's only with other things. Okay. 8.
10 actually.
What?
You have
Oh,
it
because I have a
checked
saving. Sorry, Constitution. Duh. Yeah.
up. Okay.
8, 9, 10.
So what was it? 11 total.
10.
10.
Yeah.
All right. So you take. You only take 1 point of damage from the bite because you were in a rage, but the poison does 8 points of damage to you as it bites through you, and yeah, you feel that poison sinking in. The centipede worms its way around, skittering viciously, and attacks you by the tree.
Oh man.
What's your armor class?
14.
It lunges up forward, and its big giant pinchers come straight at you, and they pinch on either side of your armor, and you feel ribs kind of crushing under the weight of it, but it does not get through your armor.
Do you have to take two movement through the tree? It has to be 2 movement through the tree because it's an obstacle.
Yeah, but
But
it's
he
still
still
fine.
has-
Yeah,
okay.
still
5,
has,
10,
yeah.
15, 20, 20. Yeah, it isn't though. It's not. It's just around the corner.
Okay.
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 Whose turn?
It's my turn.
Okay, Leah.
So I'm going to hit with short sword.
Okay.
10.
You're attacking the centipede.
Centipede.
No, you hit it and it just kind of deflects off of its chitinous back, and you can hear it
Weird.
clang as it slithers, and you're not able to get through it.
Dang it.
Who's up?
That's me. I'm gonna take a reckless attack.
Okay.
So it gives me advantage. So that was a 10.
Well, you still get your bonus. So
Oh
plus
yeah.
5.
So, yeah.
So 15.
15.
And
I'm just gonna roll them both and then figure out which one
Yeah.
is the best. Okay. Yeah, so I'll take the 10.
So you slash and you hit that spider with all of your strength. So go ahead and roll your damage. A D8 plus 4. Max damage.
Okay.
You leap and you lunge and drive it right through the top of its skull. You hear like its kind of carapace crack, and you drive it straight through whatever is in that side of its head, and you turn the blade around, and guts and blood are spitting out everywhere. And gooey, greeny stuff all over your face.
And I'm like, spider yum.
He's destroyed. Who's up?
It's my
Shriela.
turn. Man, I've only got 2 hit points left.
How long does that shillelagh last?
A minute.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's done. And so am I engaged right now?
Yeah.
I guess
So you can
I'm just
disengage.
gonna disengage.
Okay, and then you can move 30 feet. Or 35 or whatever you're...
Yeah,
35
35.
feet.
I'm going to go behind you, you rager.
You're just gonna hide behind the gnome?
I'm gonna need somebody to...
That is a bad idea. Hide behind the gnome.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because if it tries to get to her,
That's
it
true.
has to go through you.
True.
15, so I'll be on that side.
There's a guy down the stairs though.
Okay, I'll be
I
right.
feel like he's probably dead. He
I
hasn't
think
come
he's
out
dead,
yet.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, I still have my shield.
Okay.
So,
Alright, so you move around behind her. Anything else you want to do?
I'm just gonna be, so I have my shield out, so if the spider does come from out there,
Okay, you're ready.
my shield's there ready,
Okay. So who's up next?
But
You're
I'm
unconscious.
still.
So the spiders?
So she's stabilized. She can't get up yet.
No, she's unconscious. She's just not dying anymore. Unless somebody heals her, she's
Okay.
unconscious.
Can I? I guess. No. Spiders go first.
Okay, so that spider, it leaps at you because it can't shoot its web this round. Oh man, he hits you. So make a Constitution saving throw.
No,
18.
what it's kind of.
Just it's fine.
Yeah, it's 18.
It's 18,
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
it bites you for
21.
4 damage. So you take 2 because you're raging.
Yeah.
And it bites you, and you you push through it, and the poison kind of shoots out of your veins. You just push it out.
I push it out.
Pure gnomish muscle. It doesn't do anything to you other than that little bit of damage. And the centipede attacks you again, and it kind of coils around you. It's moving really fast and trying to disorient you. And it bites, and it comes straight at your neck, and you duck to the side, and then you hear a whoosh as the pinchers go right next to you, but do not hit you.
Feel so in character. Okay. And that would be their turn. Yeah.
That's their turn? Okay, yeah.
That's your turn. Sorry.
So, I want to. No. Because if I try to. Well, I have to try to disengage first, and then I wouldn't be able to. If I succeed,
then you
I'd
wouldn't
be able to.
attack, right?
Yeah, but if I succeed, then I can move.
If he's dead, yeah.
Oh.
If you attack and kill him, then you can move. But if you attack and he's still standing, then
Right, and then if I try to disengage from him. or I
disengage is your action.
can- Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
you
if you
can-
do that, then you can move 30 feet without him attacking you.
If I successfully do that.
You automatically do.
But I think I would have to move past this guy.
Oh, okay.
I think you should grapple him.
I guess not really much else I can do. I will try to stab him.
All right, go for it.
Oh, what the hell? One
Okay.
again.
1.
Yeah.
This is the most
So it's
ones
4 total.
ever.
This is horrible.
So you make a dexterity-based saving throw.
Oh, I have that checked off.
All right, so you get to add another 2 to it.
7.
With everything added in.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
All right. So you go to stab it, and your sword just goes.
Oh, you're kidding me.
You drop it, and you throw it about 10 feet beyond it. That's your critical fumble.
Yeah.
So you don't have a short sword on you anymore.
Okay.
Whose turn?
Dang it.
Petunia.
That's me.
All right, Petunia, what do you
Alright, I'm going
Petunia.
to turn. I'm actually still in melee range for the one beside me because it's diagonal for me. Am I? Or square
You're
section?
like one.
do? You can jump up onto that statue. There's a
That's-
statue.
Oh,
there.
I can't see that. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna take a flying leap up onto the statue, and I'm going to just hack and slash at him with my longsword.
Okay.
This is
What's going on?
This is unbelievable.
Another one.
Oh my god.
So you
So I
run,
get
you
a
jump
full
up off
5.
of this thing, and it kind of skitters to the side, and you just leap, and you land on the other side of it,
On a cliff.
on the side of a cliff, and you need to make an acrobatics check, or you're going to roll down the side of the cliff that you just
man.
jumped off.
Oh my
towards.
gosh.
These ain't no good.
Alright. So I've got
Yeah.
3 modifiers, 6, 7.
9. So you land on
Yeah.
the edge, and you almost start falling down, but you manage to keep your balance. But it's below you now, so you'll have advantage on your next attack roll against it. Whose turn?
It's my turn.
Okay.
Man, if I get hit, I'm done.
You get advantage on the attack roll against the.
Yeah,
centipede.
so I'll go out for the centipede then.
Also, I don't know if can I cast things if I'm engaged with a
That would be no. You would be get an attack against you unless you disengage. Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, well, I have. Okay, so I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, and I'm going to use my last wild shape.
Okay. So you drop down into the wolf. Make your attack roll. Remember, it's a +4.
Yeah.
And you do 2d4 plus 1 damage. Plus it has to make a saving throw.
Plus you have advantage for being.
So I have advantage, so that was a 4.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's flanked, right?
Yeah, because you're flanked. Yeah.
Mhm.
Or it's flanked.
Fuck. 3. So 4 plus.
So 2
4.
bites. You bite at it, and it moves so fast, like it can contort its body to get out of your way, and it's moving around like a tornado almost. It's just constantly writhing and moving and swishing around. You can't get a bite on it. Whose action?
Van.
Who's unconscious?
Still unconscious.
So there we go.
Uh,
So attack roll on you, but you're above it, so I'm going to give it a disadvantage. It has to climb up the side of that. Good thing, because you rolled a 19. So,
Whoa.
but he missed. So he starts climbing up the side of this cliff face where you're at the top of, looking down at it as it runs up the side,
Okay.
and it lunges at you, and it just bites and misses by about a foot.
Okay.
The centipede is going to continue its attacks on you, Leah. It finally hits you.
Oh man.
Doing 5 points of damage. Make a Constitution saving throw.
16,
You're fine.
17.
You're fine.
Yay. Okay,
You
so
do
I
not
have
take
5.
the damage. Yeah, 5 total. 5 damage. So it does. It manages to get through the side. It rips open the side of your armor, and you can feel its pincers go in between your ribs and pull, and blood squirts out, and you feel that stinging, but it doesn't take. Like, it just doesn't get a deep enough wound to poison you.
Next is my turn.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess I have to disengage.
Okay. So you can disengage and go pick up your weapon as your action, which is behind Shriela.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to roll anything. You just disengage.
Oh, I just
Because you lose your action,
Okay,
right?
so
So you get your weapons here.
yeah, I kind of want to stay on that side of it, but I just
Okay.
want to back up so I can use my bow.
Oh, okay. All right. So you can stay there. Yeah.
So like
Sure.
here-ish.
All right.
Or are there any places close that are elevated? No.
No, not here. Well, over here. But that's it.
Oh, no, I was thinking.
Kind of far. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who's up?
Me. Alright, so I'm gonna try to attack him from above. Am
All right,
I
so you
in?
leap down. You get advantage on this.
Okay. I wonder if I should take No, I already have an advantage, though. 11. 16.
All right. You hit him. You lunge. You
16,
jump
17.
down with your sword, and with both hands, you drive it in. Roll your damage. It's a D8 plus 4. God.
I'm rolling good damage at
Yeah,
least.
so-
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
12 damage.
And plus my rage, right? I'm still
Yeah, I'm
raging,
including
yes.
that,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you
Okay.
jump down and you drive it in through the back of its belly, and you're riding it like a horse right now as it screes and writhes around in pain, and it tumbles down the side of the hill, and you're still riding it with your sword jammed to it, and you roll along the ground as it comes to a stop, and you come back up to your feet with your sword in hand. You're covered in green bug guts. Who's up?
Next
That's
is Shriela.
me. All right, so.
So you don't get advantage anymore.
Okay. I'm going to attack him as. Oh, I could die. Only got 2 hit points. Maybe what I'll do is I'll get out of your range.
Okay. So you're gonna disengage.
Disengage.
All right. That's a good idea because she would take a disadvantage
5,
otherwise.
10, 15,
You can move 35 if you want.
20. So I'll be.
Okay. All right, who's up?
Fan.
Then them.
Then
So it is gonna make a check. It's coming
Oh,
after.
sorry, is this guy dead?
Yes, it goes after Shriela.
Oh, man.
And it attacks her. What's your RS? 13, right?
13, yeah.
It rolls a 5. It doesn't. You back up slowly as you're backing up as quickly as you can, and it lunges forward. Its pincers just come right in front of your face. You hear a clamp. It just narrowly misses you. All right, who's up?
I am. So I'm gonna use my longbow and
Kill it!
try to kill it. Oh, nat 20!
Oh!
Finally!
It's a double damage.
5.
And then your dex bonus.
8 total.
All right, so finally Leah gets her shot and she aims it. You know, she's seeing her friends fall all around her and she lets it loose and it goes right into one of its buggy eyes in the front of its face, and its head just kind of whips back and it goes straight up in the air and lands with a big thud and is done.
Woohoo!
Oh.
And that was
Yeah.
the combat. round.
So
I was exterminating.
post combat, I have
exterminating
cure
with-
wounds.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use that on Van. And it is
Save me,
1d8
my
plus
friend.
my spell casting modifier. I'm actually not sure what that is because I just added this stuff.
Okay, so you guys finish off those creatures coming from the abyss. You quickly cast. I'll just do max for out of combat. That's kind of my house rule.
Okay.
So it's maximum whatever you would get. So what is the total?
1d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier.
Which is wisdom for you, probably, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
So what is that? 3?
So that is 3.
Okay, so you get 11 hit
11.
points back. You're at 11 now. And so it goes quiet again. The gnolls are, that one gnoll still kind of floating slowly away in the water. You guys have finished off the spider. You don't hear any more noise coming from down below. You regain consciousness feeling like you feel like you're 4 weeks pregnant. So nauseous. You can smell garlic. Someone is eating garlic about a mile away right now. It's awful. But you gather together again, and you're gathered around the entrance to the temple, as Maven Olive told you that this led to the temple itself. What do you do?
Go inside.
Well, I'm
Do
still.
we not want to
Check.
You want to take a rest?
Yeah.
All right. So you find a safe place nearby. You rest and cast spells to heal each other up until everyone feels strong and healthy again. And it only takes a couple hours for you to do that. You feel emboldened and strengthened again, and nothing has come out of that thing since then. You gather up around the entrance, and it's this dark staircase leading down into the mountains, and into this rocky plateau. And you can hear this wind howling coming from somewhere deep up those stairs, and it kind of flutters your hair a little bit as you stand there, and you steel yourselves, and you start heading down the staircase, and that's where we'll end for this week.
Yay.
Woo!
All right, so that is the end of episode 2, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are gonna, I think, again next week. We're all here, and we'll try to get this video up tomorrow for the people that have to miss it. Any other announcements that you guys have? Anything that you wanna?
Just don't forget to hashtag D20 Babes with your favorite quote of the night or favorite moment that happened, because we're giving away a Volume 1 signed soft cover of Rat Queens.
Yes.
And other than that, yeah, we'll hopefully see you next week.
Yeah, can't wait to game next week.
All right, we'll see everyone next week. Have a good one.
See ya.